Story, Coldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty, Ford of Uniontown, the T-Berry Law Offices and Attorney Vincent T-Berry, George Dental Associates, the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation, Thurby's Riverside Ford, and Magisterial District Judge Daniel Shimshak. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS, the Triple M High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
From Laurel Highlands High School, it's time for high school boys basketball action here on WMBS, the Triple M High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live for the 123rd time. The Uniontown Red Raiders taking on the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Brian Morozak along with Tony Hanula, Shea Fleener, Gary Frankhauser courtside, Billy Dice behind the camera on our YouTube Live video feed, and Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Our pregame show being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They'll get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Our live video stream courtesy of Target Safety Solutions and Montgomery Medical. So Uniontown and Laurel Highlands meeting in a key game that could decide who's in and who's out of the WPIAL playoffs when the regular season ends in February. And Tony Hanula, certainly an electric atmosphere here tonight for the Red Raiders and the Mustangs.
Oh, yeah, good crowd already, even for the JV game, and we expect it to kind of be a full house here, too. But you're right, Brian, it's one of the bigger games in that series because both teams fighting for their playoff lives. And right now, you got Uniontown on a little bit of a downswing after losing to Gateway the other night, but Laurel Highlands coming in, playing good basketball with 8 wins already on the season.
Shea Fleener, you probably haven't seen too many of these games over the years since you've been busy coaching Albert Gallatin until last season.
I actually was just sitting here thinking about that. I have been able to be in like one or two. They may even been before I was coaching. Like you said, I'm usually playing the same night, so it's one of those things I'd run home, check the score to, see who was winning or losing or what was going on. So I'm super excited to be a part of this tonight, and can't wait.
And we'll have Gary Frankhauser courtside as well. And Gary, Laurel Highlands has been hot since Christmas, reeling off 3 straight wins over West Allegheny, Connellsville, and Albert Gallatin.
You're right about that, Brian. And it's always interesting because both teams coming in with new players this year, and this section has been a kind of a topsy-turvy kind of a situation with the top 4 teams kind of controlling it, looking for that last position in the playoffs that's up for grabs between basically Laurel Highlands and Uniontown. And it's going to be rough here tonight. I think it's going to be very competitive. You're going to see a lot of emotions, and should be fun.
And Tony, you and Gary saw the Uniontown Gateway game on Tuesday. Uniontown let a halftime lead slip away and fell to the Gators 61-43.
Well, yeah, and Gateway pretty much came out in a whole different mindset coming into the second half. I mean, they only allowed 15 points to Uniontown in the whole second half, and they basically shut down Ellsworth as well. He had 11 in the first half, but only 2 points early in the third quarter, and that was pretty much it. So the defense really changed the game and clamped down, and Gateway just pulled away with an easy win.
And you look back, Shea, over the last couple of years, Uniontown really has dominated this series since the 2023-2024 season when the two teams played a pair of thrilling double overtime games with each team winning on the road.
Yeah, and you see different where they're at in their seasons right now, different formations, different confidence levels, all this stuff. You have, LH building, and then you have Uniontown trying to figure it out right now, and that's kind of been opposite the past couple years. Coach Smith's first 2. So, definitely different. Yeah, and just real quick, what you guys were talking about, this playoff seeding, where this really comes into play tonight, if one of these teams ends up sweeping this series, that could actually be the reason somebody gets knocked out. And then when you look, too, that win that Laurel Highlands got against Latrobe could actually end up coming back by the end of the season and being the reason that they get in over a Uniontown. So it's going to be real interesting. And I think, I don't want to say the game's less important for either team, but it may be a little more important for Uniontown to try to steal this one tonight.
And Gary, you'll be courtside, and anytime you're courtside for a Uniontown Laurel Highlands game, plenty of energy.
Absolutely, and I'm looking forward to it. Being down on the court, it's really a different scenario, a different feeling while you're down there. You can get the intensity, you can feel the movement of the players, and that's going to be really interesting for me to experience again here at Laurel Highlands.
It should be a lot of fun tonight. Uniontown 5-7 overall, 1-4 in conference play. Laurel Highlands 8-4 overall, 2-3 in the conference. John Smith in his third year as the head coach of the Mustangs. Robbie Kesmarski in his 24th year as the head coach of the Uniontown Red Raiders. We'll have our Mauser's Tire schedule and scoreboard on the way next and talk to both Rob Kesmarski and John Smith when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues here on WMBS.
This is attorney Michael Mays of the Davis & Davis Law Firm. We have been helping injured people just like you recover millions of dollars for over 45 years. If you're hurt or injured, I want to meet you and make sure you get the money that you deserve. Call me at 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. The Davis & Davis Law Firm has been protecting our neighbors in Greene and Fayette counties for over 45 years. Go to davisanddavislaw.com or call 724-437-2799 for your free consultation.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Happy New Year from Thurby's Riverside Ford. New year, new deals, and new vehicles. Just announced, new 2025 Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport come with $1,000 Ford bonus cash plus 2.9% Ford credit financing.
And the best-selling truck on the planet, the new 2025 Ford F-150 4x4 comes with $2,250 Ford bonus cash plus 2.9% financing. It may be cold outside, but the deals are hot. Are you thinking about a new 2025 Ford Maverick all-wheel drive pickup? Just announced $1,000 Ford factory incentive on all Mavericks. We have the inventory and we've got the best deals.
Stop in and see Joey, Sammy, Jimmy, or Ashley at Thurby's Riverside Ford, located 1 mile past the casino at Nemacolin. Ford credit financing required. Offer ends January 31st, 2026. Thurby's Riverside Ford, your presidential award and one Ford elite dealer.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports teams and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
Uniontown Dental Associates, led by Doctors Jonathan Krisner, Jennifer Haar, Jocelyn Belitsky, and Dr. Kareem Shahama, offers a full range of dental services. Same-day crowns are a convenient solution for those needing immediate care, and one of the many services they offer. Whether you need clear aligners to discreetly straighten teeth, a permanent fix for missing teeth with implants or restorative options, they have you covered. Visit them at 7829 National Pike or phone 724-438-0241 to schedule your appointment. Experience top quality care with a personal touch. Uniontown Dental Associates, where your smile is their priority.
WMBS high school basketball coverage is proudly sponsored by the law firm of Goodwin Como. Voted Fayette County's best attorney, Benjamin F. Goodwin, and the award-winning Goodwin Como team have been trusted by your friends and neighbors for nearly 2 decades. From estate planning and administration to personal injury, workers' compensation, property matters, family law, and criminal defense, they deliver dedicated, personalized representation when it matters most. With 2 convenient offices in Uniontown and Bell Vernon, visit GoodwinComo.com or call them at 724-438-1616 for your free initial consultation. Goodwin Como, righting wrongs, securing justice.
Brian Rozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Boys high school basketball on WMBS tonight. Uniontown at Laurel Highlands taking on the Mustangs. Time now for our schedule and scoreboard brought to you by Mauser's Tire. Need tread this winter. Don't let the winter weather slow you down. Visit Mauser's Tire today. Let's take a look at some scores from last night. Girls game you heard here on WMBS. Geibel Catholic remain undefeated with a 55-22 win over Monessen. Other Section 2 1A girls scores from last night. Sarah Catholic knocked off West Green 55-38. Geibel and Sarah, both undefeated in the section. Those two teams play 6 o'clock Monday here on WMBS. Bishop Canevin down to Vela 53-28, and Clareton a 53-18 win over Mapletown. Other local girls scores from last night: Laurel Highlands downing Ringgold 54-42. It was Connellsville 49, Mount Lebanon 37. Trinity all over Albert Gallatin 47-14. Charleroi down Brownsville 40-30. It was Apollo Ridge 58, Fraser 23. South Park knocking off Southmoreland 56-21. Elizabeth Forward down Yock 69-26. It was Bell Vernon 52, Mount Pleasant 16 in California, a 49-23 win over Jefferson Morgan. A couple of boys games from last night as well, including one very big Section 1 5A matchup. Both Gateway and Penn Trafford entered the game with only one section loss. The Gators down the Warriors 53-48. Section 3 3A last night, it took double overtime, but South Park down South Allegheny 53-52, and Beth Center a Section 3 2A win over Burgettstown 78-39. Games around the region on the boys' side tonight: Connellsville on the road to Pittsburgh Central Catholic in a Section 2 6A matchup. That game tipping off at 7:30. Other Section 1 5A games tonight: Albert Gallatin at Franklin Regional, and Greater Latrobe hosting McKeesport. Down in 4A Section 3 tonight: Greensburg-Salem at Bell Vernon, East Allegheny hosts West Mifflin, and Yock at Elizabeth Forward. Section 4 3A games tonight: Charleroi at Brownsville, Mount Pleasant hosting Southmoreland, and Waynesburg at Ligonier Valley. Section 1 2A: Springdale at Fraser tonight. Other 2A games in Section 3 this evening: Fort Cherry at West Green, Carmichael's hosting Jefferson Morgan, and Mapletown at Chartiers Houston. Section 2 and 1A tonight: Geibel at Environmental Charter, Neighborhood Academy hosts Sarah Catholic, and St. Joseph at Monessen. That's our schedule and scoreboard, brought to you by our friends at Mauser's Tire Service. Mauser's will get you ready for the winter season with brand new tires. You can give them a call at 724-245-2410. That's 724-245-2410 for Mauser's Tire. We'll talk to Laurel Highlands head coach John Smith when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this. It's a new year and a great time to save at Autoland on a new Hyundai. All of the quality that lets them offer America's best warranty: Hyundai Owner Assurance with 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain protection, 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper protection, unlimited roadside assistance, plus 3-year, 36,000-mile free complimentary maintenance. Autoland still has a great selection of new vehicles at pre-tariff prices, so stop in and check them out. Plus, there are a lot more reasons to buy your Hyundai at Autoland. Voted Best in Fayette Import Dealership, and also a Best in Fayette New Car Dealership. Conveniently located and family-owned, they have served the area for over 60 years, and you will deal with friendly hometown salespeople, along with Hyundai's award-winning service department, who will continue to take care of you and your Hyundai. Autoland Hyundai in downtown Uniontown. Visit their website at AutolandHyundai.com. And as Chris Jr. says, you'll always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas, open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning extends his best wishes to both the Uniontown Red Raiders and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and to all our local sports teams and athletes. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork. It is the result of the hard work of the players and coaches and the support of their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and Uniontown Red Raiders from District Judge Nathan Henning.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Okay, my New Year's resolution was to listen to my body. and my body says it's tired, coughing, and hates January.
Sounds like your body wants MontyMed same-day care.
I tried ignoring it. That was resolution number 2.
Let me guess. You Googled it?
Yeah, now I'm scared.
Let's not do that. I'm Kendall Soliero, a provider at Montgomery Medical. Walk in, get real answers, and start feeling better. No appointment needed.
Wow, a resolution I can actually keep.
New year, same germs. Walk into Montgomery Medical today.
Brian Morozek back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Boys high school basketball action on WBS tonight. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs hosting the Uniontown Red Raiders. Being joined now by Laurel Highlands head coach John Smith. And John, going back to Tuesday against Albert Gallatin, the game was sloppy at times. Your Mustangs did what you had to do to get the conference win on the road.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's a rivalry game. All those kids know all these kids, and vice versa. And there's definitely some nerves involved there. But we started out well. I think their crowd, their student section, and obviously their players there, they did a good job of rattling us. And they fought. They fought till the end. We'd get up 10, 12, maybe even 14, and and we try to stomp them out, and they fight back. And think our nerves were a little high. Turnovers were definitely high in that game. But like I said, in the end, yeah, we were able to make some plays down the stretch and secure the victory.
Had an opportunity to get to 3-3 in the conference with a win over Uniontown tonight.
Yeah, this is it's always a big one in our area. Crosstown rivals. I don't think I've ever been a part of one that wasn't a high intensity game from the start, all the way back to when Bryce was here, and I started helping Rick. We've went back and forth where we've had some years where we were pretty successful there with Rodney in that class, and then obviously Robbie has had a really strong group with Calvin and Tori, and we've fallen short the last few years. But I think tonight's going to be a real good game. I think it's going to be highly competitive, and I think the fans, I think anybody that shows up or tunes in is going to be in for a good one.
And certainly a lot on the line for both teams. Uniontown struggled a little bit to start the season. Right now, you would be in the WPIAL playoffs. They started right now, and plenty on the line for this matchup tonight.
Yeah. The way our conference is going, though, I don't know if. Everybody's just knocking everybody off. Latrobe knocked off Franklin Regional. Gateway got the loss now. Penn Trafford knocked off McKeesport. So there is no clear cut somebody that's just going to run to the finish line. I think there's a lot of basketball left to play. We still have. Obviously we still have Uniontown twice. We have Penn Trafford twice, and then we start back over again in section play. So very, very, very competitive section. Well coached teams, and we're gonna. I'm looking forward to it. The boys have really been playing well this year. I can't. My hat's been off to them. They really committed into the off season of, what I envisioned and how I would get us, try to get us over the hump here and, get a little stronger and get a little more mentally tougher and play as a team. And I think we've been doing that. I think we've been doing that. It's been a really good season. Other than the second half of the Gateway game, we just really kind of collapsed, so to speak. And but other than that, I think that we've competed very hard in every minute of every game that we've participated in, and that's all I can ask for. That's all I can ask for. So I know the boys are going to be fired up and raring to go tonight, and it should be a lot of fun.
John, appreciate your time as always. Best of luck against Uniontown tonight. We'll see you out there.
Okay, Brian. Thanks.
That's Laurel Highlands head coach John Smith. We'll talk to Rob Kesmarski, the head coach of the Uniontown Red Raiders, when our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
I'm Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Martin Law. Did you know our office handles claims for people hurt at work? If you are injured at your job, you have certain rights under the Pennsylvania Workers' Compensation Act that your employer may not advise you of or simply disregard. Those would include rights to wage loss and medical benefits due to your injury. We help injured workers to make sure they receive the benefits they're entitled to by law. Call us at 724-439-3939. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorneys.
The North Union Township Recreation Center and supervisors Rob Tupta, Kurt Matthews, and Ron Lemon are proud sponsors of the Laurel Highlands High School basketball team. The North Union Rec Center wishes the Mustangs and the Lady Mustangs the best of luck this season. For information on North Union Township Rec Center volleyball, basketball, and soccer leagues, please phone 724-438-7350 or visit their website at northunionreccenter.com. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school teams a great season. Introducing Target Safety Solutions Division, LLC. Because Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair is concerned about our local community, Target Safety Solutions was born. Located beside the Ted Sova shop at 94 Atlas Road in Uniontown, Target Safety Solutions specializes in vehicle calibration after a vehicle is involved in a collision. Target Safety Solutions can perform vehicle alignments, state inspections, minor mechanical repairs, including brakes and suspension work, as well as tire replacements, and also inspects trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Their alignment machine can accommodate lowered vehicles, dually trucks, and box trucks. Vehicles are now made with many safety features to keep their occupants safe. That's why Target Safety Solutions originated. Their state-of-the-art facility is open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., Monday through Friday. They are currently taking new customers and accepting commercial and fleet accounts as well. Nick Patricelli and Mike Thomas are ready to provide you with fast, friendly, professional service. Call Nick at Target Safety Solutions, 724-550-4403.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
Brian Morozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show with Uniontown head basketball coach Rob Kesmarski. The Red Raiders at Laurel Highlands tonight taking on the Mustangs. And, Rob, you certainly had a solid effort in the first half against Gateway on Tuesday, but unfortunately you couldn't carry that over to the second half of the game.
Yes, I thought we played probably maybe our best first half of the year. We did a very good job at the beginning of the season. Everybody thought, I thought at least, that Gateway would be the best team in the section, and really they proved that they have so much size. And just we played well. We went to the zone. They made some shots to get back into the game. We had some opportunities to keep scoring in that second quarter. We didn't capitalize on that. But our kids played really hard and did a very good job in that game. And in the second half, Gateway just really played well, and we weren't able to get Isaac as open. They did a good job on defense. The way they're playing them now is just, I've never seen anything like it. I know I keep saying that, but they're being so physical off the ball with him. He exerts so much energy getting open, but he's doing a good job, and all our kids are continuing to learn. And there were signs where our inside guys played really well, and we want to continue that. And we're in the process of developing, and we're excited about the game against Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, as we record this on Thursday, actually a three-way tie for first place in the conference between Franklin Regional, Gateway, and Penn Trafford. Penn Trafford and Gateway actually played tonight. Your Red Raiders right now on the outside looking in at a playoff spot. But you go back to Tuesday, Greater Latrobe, who's sitting there in a fifth-place tie with Laurel Highlands, knocked out Franklin Regional, who was previously unbeaten in the conference.
Yes, that's what we said. After our game, since we start our game 7 o'clock, I got home, and I watched the end of the Penn Trafford McKeesport game. And Perkins had like 37 points for McKeesport, and Penn Trafford beat them by a few points. And to be quite honest, if you go back to those 2 games, we had them. We had both those games. We had a chance to win. Foul shootings let us down a little bit, but our kids played very well in those games. And we have 9 section games left. And I said before the season I wouldn't be surprised if the section winner would have 3 or maybe 4 losses. Really, there's not a team like us that were like last year where we went undefeated. So everything's open. As far as the playoffs, 5 out of 8 teams go. We're right there. We win a few games. We're right where we need to be. But besides even that, we're just continuing developing and getting better. We're trying to work on things to make us a better basketball team. And like I said, it's an exciting time for us. And this will be our first rivalry game. And Laurel Highlands is playing really well right now, and I know they're excited. We've gotten the better in the last couple of years, and I know they want to be ready. They'll be ready to play on their home court.
We'll have more with Uniontown head basketball coach Rob Kesmarski when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service is your local, fully insured, expert tree removal and advanced tree trimming service based right in Uniontown. Brothers Jared and Justin Gibson and their team bring more than 2 decades combined experience to stump and tree removal, but also provide general clearing services and some landscaping services too. So whatever your outdoor needs are, Two Brothers is ready to help you today with customizable plans and a commitment to getting the job done right. Call them today, 724-415-9183.
Brian Rozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, continuing our conversation with Uniontown head basketball coach Rob Kesmarski. And Rob, right now looking at the section standings, your Red Raiders on the outside looking in at a playoff spot right now in Section 1 and 5A. But if you get a win over Laurel Highlands, you're certainly right back in the section race.
Yes, that's the truth. That's what we have to do. And then we play Franklin Regional at home, and then it starts over. So we've been through this before, and we have Laurel Highlands scouted very well. I'm sure they have us scouted very well. So it's going to be coming up there who plays the best. Laurel Highlands is probably favored to win since they're doing a little bit better than us in the section. But we're not that far away. So it's on their home court. We're going to go up there, relax. We played very well. If you look at our exhibition schedule, we played a very tough exhibition schedule. We played a lot of good teams. If you compare Laurel Highlands and us, they beat Latrobe. Latrobe beat us pretty well, but I thought we played Gateway better than Laurel Highlands did. So it's something there that it's who's going to play better tomorrow night, and it's going to be a fun environment.
Yeah, we've kind of seen that over the years. Records really don't matter much in this rivalry. There have been years where Laurel Highlands has had a better team, and Uniontown's come out on top, and vice versa as well over the years.
Oh, yes. And again, it's like all these kids are going to play in front of this crowd. This will be the biggest crowd that Laurel's played in front of this year, and it'll be the biggest crowd we played in. Again, we played a lot of close games and against a lot of good teams. So we hope that gets us ready. And Laurel Highlands has a lot of different kids that can score. Besides Caden and Martin, Packard's having a good year. I thought Sevy played his best game since he came back from his injury. Burton's really good inside. And then you put Revac in the game and Crouch in the game. So we know they're going to play a lot of players. They have a balanced scoring. And they all shoot it. When they get the ball, they look to score. So we have to be able to guard their three-point shooters and keep Vecchio and Burton off the board.
I think the key for their team this year has been more defense than offense, and they've done a nice job shutting down some of the teams they've played this year.
Yes, they've changed their defensive style up, too. Before they were playing all 2-3 zones. Now they're playing man-to-man. They played man-to-man straight up. So we feel that they'll play that, and I'm sure they'll do their pressing and their traps. But they played the game I watched against Collinsville. They played man-to-man almost the whole game.
They've also done a nice job mixing up defenses at times this year as well.
Yes, they run their 1-2-2 trap. They run their 20 trap. They run their 2-3 zone. They play some different things, and I'm sure they're going to have emphasis on eyes. They can try to deny him, and we feel there's some things we can do against their man-to-man too, or against their traps in their zone. So there's no secrets in the games. I'm sure they've watched every game. We've watched every game they played. It's who's going to execute and who's going to make their foul shots, and that's something important also.
Rob, appreciate your time as always. We'll see you on at Laurel Highlands tomorrow night.
All right, Brian. Thanks a lot.
That's part of our conversation we recorded yesterday with Uniontown head basketball coach Rob Kesmarski. The Red Raiders at Laurel Highlands tonight taking on the Mustangs. We'll have our This Day in Uniontown basketball history segment for you next.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has two convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borch.
For funeral services from pre-need to at-need, burial or cremation, call Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, located at 136 North Gallatin Avenue in a beautifully restored historic home. Family-owned and operated, the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory offers a variety of affordable services, traditional, cremation with viewing and simple cremation, plus warmth, convenience, and ample parking. And they are ready to assist you. Best wishes to all of our local teams from the Gates family and the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction Warehouse, our surplus, your savings.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Sova & Son Body and Fender Repair. Family owned and operated for 63 years and providing quality, reliable service, Ted Sova & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They'll blueprint your vehicle for repair and work with your insurance company. With their environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Sova & Son not only cares for our community and children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's their goal to alleviate the stress stress of an accident and assist you in any way. So bring your vehicle over to Sova. Call 724-437-2351. Now Ted Sova proudly introduces his new company, Target Safety Solutions, Atlas Road in Hopwood, providing vehicle alignments, calibrations, minor mechanical repairs, state inspections, including trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Safety, our target, your solution. Check their website at targetsafetysolutionsllc.com. Ted Sova is proud to support local high school sports.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
WMBS high school basketball coverage is proudly sponsored by the law firm of Goodwin Como. Voted Fayette County's best attorney, Benjamin F. Goodwin, and the award-winning Goodwin Como team have been trusted by your friends and neighbors for nearly 2 decades. From estate planning and administration to personal injury, workers' compensation, property matters, family law, and criminal defense, they deliver dedicated, personalized representation when it matters most. With 2 convenient offices in Uniontown and Bell Vernon, visit GoodwinComo.com or call them at 724-438-1616 for your free initial consultation. Goodwin Como, righting wrongs, securing justice.
Brian Morozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, getting you ready for the Uniontown Red Raiders and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs tonight. Time now for this date Uniontown basketball history segment. The Red Raiders with an all-time record of 22-6 on January the 9th, and the first time they played on this date 106 years ago, back in 1920. The Red Raiders won at Washington 31-28. Aki Francis led the way with 13 points. 101 years ago, back in 1925 on this date, the Red Raiders won at Scottdale 36-16, led by Charlie Hyatt with 12 points. On this date, back in 1934, Uniontown won at Morgantown High 32-16. Don Rennington led the way with 9 points. On this date, back in 1940, Uniontown won at Brownsville 31-25. Ed Collier, the leading scorer, with 12. The Red Raiders also knocked off Norwin on this date back in 1942, 35-23. Bobby Lloyd, the leading scorer, with 10 points. The two schools met again at Norwin in 1945. This time, the Knights came out on top, 39-20. Bill Murray led the way for Uniontown with 6 points. On this date back in 1948, Uniontown won 62-29 at Georges Township. Jimmy Stefanson led the way with 22. Uniontown played North Union High School on this date back in 1951. The Red Raiders won 56-46. Diddy Mulligan led the way with 19 points. On this date back in 1953, Uniontown lost to North Huntington 47-38. Chuck Zawacki led the way with 12 points. The Red Raiders also knocked off Latrobe on this date back in 1959, 66-46. Ernie Epps, the leading scorer, with 15. The Red Raiders also won at Belmar on this date in 1962, 81-54, led by Don Yates with 26 points. The Red Raiders won at Mount Pleasant on this date back in 1968, 95-68. Bill Emmett, the leading scorer, with 27 points. Uniontown also knocked off the Connellsville Falcons on this date back in 1970, 97-56. Arnie Belt led the way with 28 points. Two schools met at Uniontown back in 1973 as well. And the Red Raiders on top of the Falcons in that 1973 matchup by a score of 73-56. Harvey King, the leading scorer, with 21 points. The Red Raiders fell to the Falcons on this date back in 1976, 59-48. Mike Hozak led the way with 15 points. The Red Raiders won at Ringgold on this date back in 1979, 58-56. Drew Zinnick led the way with 18. The Red Raiders won at Thomas Jefferson on this date back in 1981, 56-46. Craig Gabriel, the leading scorer, with 15 points. McKeesport knocked off Uniontown on this date back in 1987, 62-60. Darrell Truly led Uniontown with 14. The Red Raiders also fell to Shenley on this date back in 1988, 63-59. Mark Vassar led the way with 23. And Ringgold knocked off Uniontown on this date back in 1990, 92-62. Scott Levander, the leading scorer for the Red Raiders, with 14 points. Uniontown and Laurel Highlands met on this date back in 1998. It was the Red Raiders that came on top of the Mustangs in that matchup, 70-51. Ray Robinson leading the way with 22. Uniontown won at Ringgold on this date back in 2001, 72-45. Terrence Vons led the way with 20 points. Uniontown with a win over Bell Vernon on this date in 2004, 80-58. Junior Mays led Uniontown with 16. Uniontown also knocked off Laurel Highlands on this date back in 2007, 71-44. Ryan Turner, the leading scorer, with 16. Uniontown also won over Mount Pleasant on this date in 2009, 56-46. James Pratt, the leading scorer, with 17. Uniontown eked out a 66-64 win over Connellsville on this date back in 2016. Lorenzo Oden, the leading scorer, with 18. The Red Raiders won at Elizabeth Forward on this date in 2018, 95-56. Uniontown with 6 players in double figures in that game, led by Billy DeShields with 29 points. And the last time Uniontown played on this date back in 2019, a 77-28 win against Mount Pleasant. Billy DeShields, the leading scorer, with 24 points. That's our This Date in Uniontown basketball history segment for January the 9th. The Red Raiders at Laurel Highlands tonight taking on the Mustangs. And we'll have the starting lineups and the opening tip-off for you on the way next when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all
At
states.
Uniontown Printing Press, they are more than T-shirts. They are about you and everything you love. And they are local. Operated by Mookie John and Kenny Musco, they share the passion with your group, club, or team, the excitement you have for your event or cause, and that makes your business stand out from the rest. Uniontown Printing Press believes that custom T-shirts do more than just make you look good. They help you feel good and inspire you to do good. Call Uniontown Printing Press at 724-366-7095. That's 724-366-7095. Are you down with UPP?
When you need notary services, trust the best. Sandy Howell Notary Services, back-to-back gold medal winner for Best Notary in Fayette County. They're here for you with extended hours to fit your schedule. Sandy Howell's also the 2025 gold medal winner for Best Title Company. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 8:30, and Saturdays, 9 to 5. Call 724-564-8955 today for Sandy Howell Notary Services, where excellence is signed and sealed.
Uniontown Dental Associates, led by Doctors Jonathan Krisner, Jennifer Haar, Jocelyn Belitsky, and Dr. Kareem Shahama, offers a full range of dental services. Same-day crowns are a convenient solution for those needing immediate care, and one of the many services they offer. Whether you need clear aligners to discreetly straighten teeth, a permanent fix for missing teeth with implants or restorative options, they have you covered. Visit them at 7829 National Pike or phone 724-438-0241 to schedule your appointment. Experience top quality care with a personal touch. Uniontown Dental Associates, where your smile is their priority.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports team and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
Okay, my New Year's resolution was to listen to my body, and my body says it's tired, coughing, and hates January. Sounds like your body wants MontyMed same-day care. I tried ignoring it. That was resolution number 2. Let me guess. You Googled it? Yeah. Now I'm scared. Let's not do that. I'm Kendall Soliero, a provider at Montgomery Medical. Walk in, get real answers, and start feeling better. No appointment needed. Wow, a resolution I can actually keep.
New year, same germs. Walk into Montgomery Medical today.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, about 15 minutes away from tipping it off tonight. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders. And guys, plenty of history here in this series for Uniontown head coach Rob Kesmarski. This is his 46th Uniontown Laurel Highlands game, 5th game for John Smith as the head coach of the Mustangs. This is actually the 48th game that I've called in the series, so we're all starting to get up there in years. I was 23 when I called the first game between these two schools back in 2001. I actually thought, guys, I was looking at 49 and 50 this year before Billy Dice reminded me the school's only played once during the 01-02 season.
You got cheated from COVID.
Yes, I did. I'll have to wait till next year. And I know Gary Frankhauser on the court. Gary, you actually played in some of these games back in the day.
Absolutely. And we played here at Laurel Highlands, and we also, during the energy crisis, had to play up at North Union High School because of the coal furnaces that had to be available at that point. And that was an interesting experience. We had to do that. And before the wooden court was put down here at Laurel Highlands, there was a tartan court that we played on from 1976 to about 1986. That was really interesting also. A lot of brush burns on that court.
And overall, Uniontown leads the series 72-50. The Red Raiders have won 36 of the last 56 games. And, of course, Tony, you're a Laurel Highlands grad as well. And we're here for a lot of these games over the years.
Oh, yeah, I've seen a lot. I actually watched Gary play, too, so it was one of those things. But, yeah, I've been here for a gang of them, and it's always fun to broadcast them, though.
And I'm sure this is really your first game as a broadcaster doing Uniontown and Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, I don't know. You can just feel the energy. And listen, both teams might not be what they were a couple years ago. We were kind of talking earlier about the year when Rodney and Keandre DeShields and Brandon Davis were with Laurel Highlands, and you had young Torrey Grooms and young Calvin Winfrey, Jameer Braxton. Those games, I just remember watching them on film, and you could feel the intensity. But even without that, you can still feel it tonight. I mean, you just know it's different. We've been talking about who's in the crowd tonight that might not normally be out at a game. So it's special when you have these kind of rivalries. And I don't know. From a guy, listen, I grew up in a basketball town in West Virginia. We would be the equivalent to Uniontown in Pennsylvania, most state championships in the whole state, and it was a true basketball town. So to see this and see that it still means so much to so many people, I think is a special thing.
Gary, a lot of times over the years they've used out-of-town officials for this contest tonight. Is that going to hold true here this evening?
I think there are these guys that I'm looking across the way. They are out of town. I think they are Greensburg and Pittsburgh. And Brian, I have a special guest here down on the court, one of our all-time sponsors from UPMC Rehab, Jim Burns, who has also participated in this rivalry, both football, basketball, and baseball. And Jim, you're here participating tonight, and get your feedback on this event here at Uniontown and Laurel Highlands.
Well, this is a classic matchup as usual. This is the one that the kids will remember for the rest of their lives, and it's bragging rights for life. When you win this game, you do not forget who won, and it's really good to see some of my old teammates here tonight, and it's also it's a pleasure to be here and witness such a good game for the local community.
Well, thanks. And thanks for your sponsorship of WMBS on all these years.
And again, the injury timeouts will be brought to you by the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute physical therapist Jim Burns tonight. We're back with the starting lineups in just a moment, about 11 minutes away from tipping it off. The Uniontown Red Raiders and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. High school basketball here on WMBS.
Does your car sound like it's saying, "Trade me in, trade me in," every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, "Trade me in, trade me in." Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon and Tim Witt.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are proud residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and more. Experienced therapists providing quality rehabilitation close to home. Convenient hours, accessible location, all major insurances accepted. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access. 724-437-7500. Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders about 8 minutes away from tipping it off tonight. Gary's courtside with former Laurel Highlands head coach Rick Hogger.
Thanks, Brian. I'm here with Coach Hogger, and as you said, Coach, you participated in these actions back in the 70s. You've coached these activities many, many years. What is your perspective on this event?
On the Uniontown Laurel Highlands game itself, hey, it's a classic, and at any time. It's just one of those games you just don't know how it's going to work out. They're always competitive. Back in the early part, you know, players weren't as close with each other as they are now. They're kind of all friends anymore. And this game tonight in particular, I think that it's going to be down to the wire. I think it's two evenly matched teams, and break here, break there could be the difference.
Well, you've been a volunteer coach now with Laurel Highlands. Have you been involved in any of their practices? And here's Coach Kesmarski trying to get in the action here.
On the back. I didn't get your question.
Have you been involved in any of the practices? Anything new or unique that you're going to see from Laurel Highlands?
No, I don't think so. I go to the practices. I've been real happy in my mind with the progress that they've made. They've consistently gotten better. It's a really, really good, close group of kids, making good grades, very respectful, and it's a pleasure to work with them during the practices.
Well, thank you, Coach, and it's a pleasure talking to you here this evening.
Okay, thank you.
That's Gary Frankhauser with former Laurel Highlands head coach Rick Hogger. Tony's up in the booth with me along with Shay Fleener. Tony has the starting lineups. They're being brought to you by U.S. Digestive Health at Uniontown, formerly SWGI Specialists. A different name, but the same team, providing the same exceptional digestive care to our communities. Wishing the best of luck to our Fayette County teams. It's SWGI Specialists, now U.S. Digestive Health at Uniontown. Tony.
All right, thank you, Brian. For the visiting Uniontown Red Raiders, who come in 5-7 overall, 1-4 in section play. Their head coach, Mr. Rob Kesmarski, he's in his 24th year. His assistant coach is Ware Gladman. The Red Raiders starters for tonight will be number 2, Cam Dugan, a 5'9" junior guard averaging 14 points a game. Number 5, Nolan Baker, a 6-foot junior guard averaging 10 points a game. Number 11, Isaac Ellsworth, a 6-foot senior guard averaging 18 points a game. Number 12, Anthony Sheffy, a 6'5" junior forward averaging 3 points a game. And number 14, Peyton Fitzgerald, a 6'6 junior forward, averaging 6 points a game for the Red Raiders. On the other side for the home Laurel Highlands Mustangs, they come in 8-4 overall, 2-3 in Section 1-5A play. Their head coach, Mr. John Smith, he's in his third year. Mustang starters for tonight will be number 1, Luke Martin, a 6'2 senior guard, averaging 12 points a game. Number 5, Caden Smith, a 5'10 junior guard, also averaging 12 a game. Number 10, Jude Packrone, a 6-foot junior guard, averaging 8 points a game. Number 22, back from injury, Sevi Vecchiola, a 6-foot senior forward, averaging 7.5 a game. And number 35, Tyrone Burton, a 6'2 junior forward, averaging 11 points a game for the Mustangs.
And Shay, when you look at momentum and the run of form over the last couple of weeks, Uniontown just 2-6 over their last 8 games. Laurel Highlands won 3 straight. And it really looks like the Mustangs are the most complete team that we've seen under John Smith now in his 3 years here at Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, I would agree so. I think, obviously you have players like Luke Martin, Caden Smith, Tyrone Burton, Jude Packrone, all a year older now, and starting to get into those junior and senior years where you start really seeing the biggest jump. So the natural progression is they should be getting better. And Coach Smith and his staff have seemed to have done a really good job. Listen, I think, Gary Frankhauser's interview a couple minutes ago is something that's been important for this team, having Coach Hager around. I think Timmy Smith, Coach Smith's son, has also been probably a big help to this team, being young, being around the game. So you've seen really, really good development. Then on the other side, with Uniontown, listen, man, you've got a lot of guys, and they're kind of in that transition phase that Laurel Highlands went through 2 years ago. And, you had the dominant players of Keelan Milsom, Torrey Grooms, Calvin Winfrey, and now you have guys in positions that have never been in the positions they're in right now. So, they've just kind of flipped the script on each other a little bit. And I think Uniontown's trying to figure it out. I think Uniontown, because of the two inside with Sheffy and Fitzgerald, have athletically an advantage in there. But that doesn't really mean anything because Laurel Highlands has the bigger bodies. I think Sevi Vecchiola and Tyrone Burton play a lot more physical. So it could be an interesting matchup of styles here. And I kind of told somebody earlier in the night that I think the pace of the game could be a big determining factor in who wins this one tonight. Is Uniontown going to be able to speed LH up, or is LH going to be methodical and slow it down and run their offense? So,
and Tony, Laurel Highlands' defense really has made a difference this season.
Well, and the big thing, and we've, the last couple games that we've done, Jude Packrone, and I'm sure he's going to be guarding Ellsworth here tonight, but he's done a fantastic job. Held Josiah Johnson for West Allegheny, who came in averaging 20, held him to only 4 points. Connersville the other day held their leading scorer at only 2 points, so he's done a really good job, and I'm sure he's going to be the one that's going to key on Ellsworth here tonight.
Our game tonight also on the South Union Township Sports Network, brought to you there by Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, the Sprouse Insurance Group, and insurance agent David Hughes. South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. Davis & Davis attorneys at law. United Bank, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, physical therapist Jim Burns, and SWGI, now U.S. Digestive Health. So we're about a minute and 30 seconds away from the anthem and the lineups. Anything else you'd like to add there, Gary, courtside?
Well, I have a legend down here at courtside, one of the all-time greats at Uniontown High School, Mr. Emil Etheridge. And I just want to get your comments, Mr. Etheridge, on your thoughts about this contest and your memories and how this has to bring back some great memories.
Well, indeed, it does bring back memories. Mr. Shuck and myself working together for 10 years, going against Mr. Johns, and now my grandson playing for Laurel Highlands. And as you can see, I have my Laurel Highlands hat and my Uniontown text. But yeah, and I see Coach Hager and Beaner and these guys in the building. It takes us back to the 70s, buddy.
It's hard to beat.
It's going to be quite a game tonight. Quite a game. You guys do a nice job, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Hey, listen, let me leave you with this now. I've been around the game a long time. It got me out of the ghetto. If you need a color man, not colored man on the radio, I'm available.
Okay, Emil.
And with that, we're back with the opening tip-off right after this. Uniontown taking on Laurel Highlands here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
At the Davis & Davis Law Firm, we understand that facing legal challenges can be overwhelming. That's why we are here to guide you along the way. This is attorney Michael Mays, and at Davis & Davis Law Firm, we have over 45 years of experience, and our team is dedicated to fighting for your rights and making sure you can maximize the amount of money that you deserve. If you are hurt, injured, or need help with workers' compensation, call us today for your free consultation at 724-437-2799. The Davis & Davis Law Firm, you won't pay us anything until we win your case.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown. Doctors Calabrese, Hoppy, Lorenz, and I want to wish the very best to all our local hoops teams this season and remind everyone that our team of board-certified specialists are highly committed to provide the highest quality of care for any and all gastrointestinal and liver problems. Call us at 724-437-7677.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school teams a great season.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas, open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning extends his best wishes to both the Uniontown Red Raiders and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and to all our local sports teams and athletes. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork. It is the result of the hard work of the players and coaches and the support of their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and Uniontown Red Raiders from District Judge Nathan Henning.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, just about set to go. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders. The Red Raiders being introduced off to our right. They're away maroons with white numbers and a little bit of black trim. Laurel Highlands in the home whites, red numbers, blue trim. And Laurel Highlands, I know, Tony, you've been here for a couple home games. I think, Jay, you've been here as well. Certainly have a nice little pregame intro they've started for this season.
Yeah, they turn down the lights and get everybody all revved up, and we're looking forward to that here tonight as well. Yeah, our man Jerry Dean, the light guy. Ready Kilowatt. He's the Ready Kilowatt of the pregame show here. He's doing a good job.
I told him as long as he doesn't take us off the air.
Yeah, there he is. Ready Kilowatt.
I figured this is probably going to be the loudest it's been during this scenario, just because we obviously have a full house here tonight. So definitely starting to amp up.
Next, you got the glow lights out as well from the Laurel Highlands student section, who has a professional look tonight. A lot of suits and ties and dresses over there.
They've even got their broadcast ESPN table down on the court.
Yes, they do. Get some of those students involved in the journalism program for sure. We actually have an intern from Albert Gallatin with us right now this year, and certainly welcome any other students who want to get involved from Uniontown, Laurel Highlands, or any of the other surrounding districts as well.
Well, wait, that intern wasn't Shay Fleener, was it?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe from Albert Gallatin. I thought it was Shay. I thought you were.
And
okay.
I figure if I can do this, pretty much anybody can. So
now we have Haley Bill working with us as well down at the station. She's a former Fayette County Fair Queen from a couple of years back, and has done a nice job for us so far.
Yeah, great girl. Comes from a great family, so you couldn't have a better one. You probably couldn't have handpicked a better one.
Yes.
So,
the lights are back on. We're set to go. We're going to recap the starters for Laurel Highlands as we can see again. Martin, Smith, Packrone, Vecchiola, and Burton. On the Uniontown side, Dugan, Baker, Ellsworth, Sheffy, and Fitzgerald, Anthony Armourley, Chris Wagner, and Mike Few, your officials tonight. Two guys from Westmoreland County, one from Allegheny County. So as we expected, bringing some out-of-town officials for this contest here today. Anthony Sheffy, he's already set to go. He's in the center circle for the Uniontown Red Raiders. Uniontown working right to left as we describe it. here in the opening quarter.
Brian, we talked about this the other night about how loose LH looked before the AG game. Tonight, I noticed they looked awful locked in, so it's going to be interesting to see how they start.
Vecchiola and Sheffy, and it's one back to Cam Dugan, and Dugan brings it across. Again, Uniontown working right to left as we described it, picked up by Caden Smith, kicks in the corner. Nolan Baker, a little more arc on that three, and he sends it in. So Nolan Baker, who came in averaging 10 points a game, that's his 15th made three of the season, and Uniontown strikes first. Coming back on the other side, quick two for Luke Martin, and early on, guys, a pretty quick pace.
Yeah, these guys are going at it pretty good right now, and that's a good sign for Uniontown for Baker because he's a streaky shooter. Once he hits one, he gets a lot of confidence.
Cam Dugan trying to spin in off the far wing for inside the foul line. Bounce pass intended for Sheffy. Good save with Vecchiola on his face. Back to Ellsworth out of the corner. Ellsworth trying to get free. He'll go cross court, near side tough pass, but brought down by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald working there on Burton. Lost the handle, regains. Double team comes over. Back to Sheffy near elbow. Drains the jumper. So Anthony Sheffy, his first bucket of the night. It's 5-2 Uniontown. Here's the 7:03 mark of the first.
That's a big one for Sheffy. Comes in only averaging 2 points a game. So to already be there, they need a big night from him tonight.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where he really doesn't score a whole lot, doesn't get in the scoring column a lot for the Red Raiders, but if he can have a good game tonight, this might change the tides for the Red Raiders.
And a quick floor foul called there on the Red Raiders, Cam Dugan. As Tyrone Burton works down on the blocks. Good defense from Sheffy, but Burton able to put it up and over him for the two. So Tyrone Burton, who's been huge, especially in the absence of Sebi Vecchiola, has the Mustangs back to within one at 5-4.
Hey, guys, and you can see right off the bat, Tony talked about this earlier, Jude Packrone, face guard, and Isaac Ellsworth everywhere already.
Little dump down, Dugan to Fitzgerald, and Peyton Fitzgerald lays it up and in from out in front. So it's 7-4 Uniontown here at the 6:26 mark of the opening quarter.
Yeah, and I think you're going to need to see some others score. Nice pass.
That's going to be a block, though, down low. Sheffy on Vecchiola. Vecchiola got it back. And on his putback attempt, Sheffy committed the foul.
They're going to call that on Norman Baker, yep.
Got Baker, not Sheffy.
Yeah, and I think that's the big thing for Laurel Highlands. I think that's what you're going to see a lot of is Burton and Sebi Vecchiola underneath, trying to draw fouls on both Fitzgerald and Sheffy and trying to get them in change what's underneath for the Red Raiders.
Vecchiola, first of two free throws, no good. Sebi came in 10 of 14 for the season, 71%. Laurel Highlands, a terrific free throw shooting team, 119 of 164, 73% as a team for the season. But Vecchiola misses both here, and free throw shooting could be big tonight. The Laurel Highlands trying to keep it alive. Burton got the offensive rebound, deflected out of play. We'll stay with the Mustangs here in the Uniontown zone.
Well, if we go back to the McKeesport game, it's what cost Laurel Highlands the game. So them being 0 for 2 to start off the game, not a good sign. Hopefully they clean that up.
Packrone near side. Martin high arcing three came up short. And Sheffy the rebound there for Uniontown.
Yeah, in good position right there by Sheffy. Good block out on Tyrone Burton.
Dugan brings it across, works around Caden Smith. A little hop step, floats it off the glass and in. Cam Dugan. His first two of the game. Red Raiders building a 5-point lead here early on in the opening quarter.
Yeah, I think it's important that they already have 4 different guys that have scored too, so it's being all spread around. And Isaac Ellsworth's the one lone guy that hasn't even attempted a shot yet, and they're still up 9-4.
A little mini weave for the Mustangs up top. Caden Smith wide open, and he'll drain the three. So for Caden Smith, his 20th made three of the season. The Mustangs, just like that, back to within 2 at 9-7.
Some of the best offense these two teams have played all season. I mean, to be this early in a game.
Ellsworth trying to match back on the other side. That three could have brought rain. It does not drop. Dugan, though, keeps it alive. He'll reload. Missed there off the front of the rim. And Caden Smith, the rebound, going the other way here for Laurel Highlands. Smith right of the lane. Floats it back to Vecchiola. Up top, Martin had the look. Now from the far elbow. Came up short. Ball still loose. And the control there by Sheffy. And look at the Mustangs for a foul.
I think they're going to get Packrone on the reach, going after that loose ball, and they do. So that's Packrone's first. Team first for the Mustangs.
And Nolan Baker will trigger it in here for Uniontown. Into Isaac Ellsworth. We'll see how much room the Mustangs give Ellsworth tonight. There's a high pass on the far side, and Dugan was out of bounds. So the Mustang pressure giving Laurel Highlands some trouble there.
Well, yeah, and they came as soon as Isaac crossed half court. They brought the double team right to him. Made him get the ball out of his hands, and he made a bad pass and leads to a turnover. Laurel Highlands ball.
And Tony, the Mustangs getting it back here, down 2.
Yeah, and I thought, you know what, especially for Isaac Ellsworth, you should know, don't get trapped in that corner.
Right.
And that's what happened.
Vecchiola driving and missing. Good defense there from Peyton Fitzgerald in transition. Cam Dugan handing back off to Peyton. Missed there on the layup. Peyton trying to get it back. Might hit his head on the court. Able to pull it back to Baker, who drains the three. So Nolan Baker with a little flash there, a second made three of this opening quarter, and Uniontown back up 5 at 12-7.
And we said he's a streaky shooter. He hits a couple, and he's going to start looking for that three. And really, Uniontown's done a nice job, you're right, without Ellsworth scoring any points so far in his first quarter.
Caden Smith driving, Sheffy knocking it out of play. We'll stay with Laurel Highlands here in the Uniontown zone.
And back to Uniontown's last bucket, that's all Peyton Fitzgerald hustle right there to battle for that loose ball. Goes to the floor, kicks it back before he travels and hits Nolan Baker.
Caden into Vecchiola, scoop shot no good. Peyton might have altered the shot. Here's Dugan going the other way in the corner to Ellsworth. His first shot of the night is good. 3-ball corner pocket, and Isaac Ellsworth on the scoreboard. Uniontown's drained 3 threes here in the opening quarter and lead it 15-7.
Yeah, surprising. I'll tell you what, I didn't think he'd even get a shot, but good job by Ellsworth to create some space. Knocked down a three.
Packrone trying to answer back off the back iron there, and Peyton Fitzgerald the rebound for Uniontown. And as Rob Kesmarski even told us during the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, I think most folks thought the Mustangs were favorites coming in.
Well, I would think you're right, only because of their record, but when you get in this game, it's an entirely different animal.
Cam Dugan coming near winging in, lost the handle, and Luke Martin says thank you very much. Martin quickly back across, trying to go coast to coast. Now he's going to pivot back, needs help. Finds it there in Packrone on the far wing. Packrone back up top to Caden Smith, and they'll settle things down here high on the left.
Yeah, the 3 block shots definitely made Luke Martin think twice. He's right there in the lane, wouldn't go up.
Vecchiola was not a flop. They're going to call a blocking foul.
Well, that
on Dugan, that's a second.
I mean, I know Vecchiola created a little contact, but Dugan went down like there was a sniper in the building.
Yeah, listen, I love that call. We always try to take charges when I was coaching, but that one there, that one definitely was a flop. I'm glad the refs saw that and called it correctly.
Well, that's a second foul on Dugan, which is huge right now.
Yeah.
Damon Revac in for the first time on the Laurel Highlands side. Here's Martin trying to go inside. Deflected away by Coffey, and Uniontown's defense has been tremendous here in the opening 5 minutes.
Yeah, and Laurel Highlands this is the first time they've really gotten into a good set here. They've been playing kind of quick. I like this now. Here's
Burton out in front. He'll float it up and in. It's a couple of bounces for that one to drop in for Tyrone Burton. Burton with 4. Mustangs back to within 6 at 15-9 here at the 2:36 mark of the opening quarter.
Yeah, and I think you're right, Shea. I think Uniontown wants to run, and LH is trying to run with them right now and not setting up their half-court offense.
Yeah, Ellsworth missed there on a 3. Coffey trying to reload. Also off the back iron, no good. And Caden Smith going the other way here for Laurel Highlands.
I hope they set it up again if you're Laurel Highlands. I mean, I think that I've talked about this enough already this year. This is when they're their best. And they run the offense and make them guard you.
Here's Caden Smith. Little pivot into Burton again, trying to come free. Chase White on him. Burton throws it up over the shoulder. Couldn't get the shot to drop. And underneath, Donovan Coffey, a deep rebound there for Uniontown.
Yeah, I think if Burton would have stopped there, he would have drawn the foul and probably got the 3-point play.
Yeah, just take it.
Chase White trying to set it up there to Baker. Ball loose on the courts. We'll get a jump ball called. Possession arrow goes to Laurel Highlands.
And what about that hustle right there? I mean, Jude Packrone, full head first dive on the floor to go after that loose ball. Good job.
Didn't even hesitate either.
No, not at all.
Mustangs set it back up out of their own zone. Caden Smith bringing it across with Laurel Highlands down 6 at 15-9 here at the 1:40 mark of the opening quarter. And a little bump called here against the Red Raiders. They're going to get Chase White on the foul. That'll be his first and the 4th team foul on Uniontown here in the opening quarter.
And once again, you have Caden trying to get into the lane. Positive things happen a lot of times when he starts doing that. So, drawing a foul. Start working towards that 1-and-1 here soon, hopefully.
Caden in here to Jude Packrone. Packrone watched by Ellsworth. Works baseline far side. Lost the dribble. Kicks in the corner. That's Damon Revac for 3. It's an air ball. Goes right to Tyrone Burton trying to keep it alive. Got 2 deep. Repositions. Missed there from the left block. And Donovan Coffey, the rebound for Uniontown.
Yeah, and that shot from Damon Revac, we talked about it. He knocked down about 4 of those in the JV game. Maybe just a little nervous just stepping into the varsity game right now.
Well, first Uniontown LH game.
That'll do it.
Here's White back to Ellsworth. Double team in the corner. Ball goes out of play. It'll stay with Uniontown here in the Laurel Highlands zone.
You could kind of see right there. I mean, we talked about it when Isaac was bringing the ball across the court earlier, and then right there you see it again on the wing. As soon as he put the ball on the floor and picked it up, 2 guys right on top of him almost turned it over again.
Right. And you're going to have Packrown take a break. Nick Crouch is going to check in now for the Mustangs.
And Nate Heisen for Uniontown as Ellsworth works with the basketball. Crouch watching him. Deep 3 from Isaac off the front of the rim. No good. Burton trying to box out down low. And they're going to rule the basketball off of Uniontown and out. So the Mustangs get it back down 6 at 15-9 here with 53 seconds left in the opening quarter.
Give Nate Heisen some credit, though. The little guy in there with the bigs fighting for the loose ball.
Luke Martin into Damon Revac and across here to Nick Crouch. Crouch into the Uniontown zone. We'll switch back there with Caden Smith. Now watched by Heiss. And Smith backs off, directs traffic, looking for a little operating room. Smith working to his right and gets fouled there by Heiss. Just aggressive between those two.
Yeah, and I saw that coming. I mean, the thing is, Nate's got both hands up already, like ready to absorb that contact as Caden starts driving. They're not going to let you get both hands on a guy, you know, so he's got to do a better job of moving his feet, keep his hands off, just absorb the contact with your body, and then get in place and let Caden run over you and try to take the charge.
Right. And I think, too, these guys are prepped. They know that this is a big game for both teams. Calling it a little bit tight, but calling it right.
Caden Smith makes the first of 2 free throw attempts here. Caden came in 78% for the season from the free throw line. 34-43.
That'll be interesting to see if Laurel Highlands on a make if they try to press Uniontown.
Caden Smith, deep breath, ready for the second. Mustangs down 5. The second free throw is good again from Caden Smith. So Caden with 5, and the Mustangs at least showing a little token pressure here from Smith on Chase White as White works out of his own zone. Over to Anthony Sheffy. Sheffy to his right, lost the dribble, back to Ellsworth again, and away from the ball. He might get Crouch here. They do?
Yeah, Crouch trying to fight through that screen. They're trying to set a screen for Ellsworth on the top. And he just kind of fought his way through that, picked up his first foul.
Yeah, they're not going to just let you run through a guy. You got to try to get around him. He tried to run right through Sheffy.
Nice, works it in here to Ellsworth.
I was going to say only the second team foul on Laurel Highlands in this quarter.
Down to 20 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Ellsworth up top, watched by Nick Crouch. Ellsworth to his right, over to Chase White. 3 on the way, good again. Uniontown red hot from the outside. That's their 4th made 3 of this opening quarter. They lead by 7. 8 seconds left in the quarter. Martin inside to Vecchiola. Back to Martin. Down to 3. Down to 2. Down to 1. Martin a little turn and shoot at the buzzer. It's good. So a fantastic way for the Mustangs to cap off this opening quarter with a make from Luke Martin. But they trail the Uniontown Red Raiders 18-13 after 1. We're back with the 2nd and 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
It's a new year and a great time to save at Autoland on a new Hyundai. All of the quality that lets them offer America's best warranty, Hyundai Owner Assurance, with 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain protection, 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper protection, unlimited roadside assistance, plus 3-year, 36,000-mile free complimentary maintenance. Autoland still has a great selection of new vehicles at pre-tariff prices, so stop in and check them out. Plus, there are a lot more reasons to buy your Hyundai at Autoland. Voted Best in Fayette Import Dealership and also a Best in Fayette New Car Dealership. Conveniently located and family-owned, they have served the area for over 60 years, and you will deal with friendly hometown salespeople along with Hyundai's award-winning service department who will continue to take care of you and your Hyundai. Autoland Hyundai in downtown Uniontown. Visit their website at AutolandHyundai.com. And as Chris Jr. says, you'll always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Uniontown triggers in the basketball to start this second quarter. Red Raiders the basketball on a 5-point lead, up 18-13 as Nolan Baker goes on the inside there to Peyton Fitzgerald, and they're going to call a blocking foul there on Vecchiola. That a little bit of a flop as well. At least the officials calling things consistently on both sides.
Yeah, 100%. That's exactly the comment I was about to make. So right now, if you're a player, you start adjusting to how the officials are calling the game, and make sure if you're going to take that charge, take it correctly.
9 shooting, so Uniontown triggers it into Fitzgerald up top. Back down again to Sheffield. Will turn and shoot. Anthony couldn't connect on the first shot attempt. Got it back, missed on the putback. And Vecchiola the rebound there for the Mustangs.
A good follow there by Sheffy, but just couldn't convert. But easy shot right there for him, but just couldn't knock it down.
Caden Smith back across, trying to spin in there on Dugan. Hard pass on the inside. Packrow couldn't handle it. Goes out of play and back over to Uniontown.
If I am Caden Smith right now, I'm attacking Cam Dugan extremely hard and trying to get in the lane and get that 3rd foul on him.
Totally agree with you.
Dugan has it now, back over to Baker and across, trying to flip it back to Dugan. And you had Luke Martin deflected over there for Laurel Highlands. Uniontown keeps it alive. Sheffy misses on a 3, and Martin the backside rebound there for the Mustangs. Martin coming back quickly over to Caden Smith. Quick 3 far wing. Off the side of the rim, no good. Off a deflection, gets his own rebound. Hands back off to Burton, and Burton comes inside. He gets another 2 to go. That's 6 for Tyrone Burton. Laurel Highlands back to within 3, down 18-15.
Offensive rebounds leading to second chance points. That's what you don't want to let happen if you're Uniontown.
You're right, but good job there for them to get the ball down to Burton. I think they need to do that more.
Dugan long 2 near side. Good Cam Dugan. So Dugan out there with 2 personals has 4 points. Uniontown back up 5 at 20-15 here at the 6:43 mark of the second quarter.
I'll be anxious to see how long Coach Kesmarski leaves Cam Dugan out here just to try to avoid the third.
Burton trying to fight on the inside. Got deflected out of play by Sheffy. We'll stay with Laurel Highlands here in the Uniontown zone.
Well, we said that last time we did the game with Burton. He likes that drop step, and especially to the left, but good defense there by Sheffy.
Yeah, and I have Uniontown at 4 blocked shots already. So definitely changing shots around the rim and in the lane. Laurel Highland players probably starting to second guess things.
Here's a deep 3 from Caden Smith off the mark. That was Ellsworth range. And Uniontown going the other way here with Nolan Baker taking it back inside, and a foul called here on Laurel Highlands. They're called in the act. And they'll send Nolan Baker to the free throw line here for Uniontown.
You know, I don't like that. That's 2 straight 3-pointers Caden Smith shot, and there's really been little ball movement, and they've really not tried to set up anything. We keep saying that's when they're not at their best, and they've had 2 possessions where they've given up things, and now Uniontown's going down. You're giving them opportunities to extend the lead.
And Baker gets the first free throw attempt to spin in, and Shay, for the folks that weren't with us for the Laurel Highlands Albert Gallatin game the other night, you told Caden Smith to shoot more 2s.
Yeah, if you're going to shoot 3s, you shoot them the right way and catch them in rhythm as you're filling it and as you work the ball. And if that's your best shot, then take it, but not your first option.
Here's Packroan up top for Laurel Highlands between the circles in the Uniontown zone. Off to Caden Smith. Mustangs down 7 at 22-15, and that's a 2 near elbow. Caden Smith good, and he has 7. Now the 17 for Laurel Highlands. Mustangs back to within 5.
And I love that jump shot because he drove in, he ball faked, he got the defense shifting completely off of him. He has a wide open 10-foot jump shot. Great shot by Caden Smith.
Baker coming the other way. Another quick 3, no good. Caden Smith the rebound there for Laurel Highlands, but the Red Raiders have had success from the outside early on with 4 made 3s in that opening quarter.
Yeah, and you're right, and good job by Caden just to pull it back out, start the offense.
Caden coming inside there, missed on the first shot attempt. Got it back and put it back up and in. So Caden Smith now with 9. And the Mustangs, just like that, have cut this down to a 1-possession game at 22-19 here at the 5:23 mark of the second quarter.
Yeah, and once again, going at the rim, attacking. Caden Smith stayed with it, got his shot, and finished it.
Dugan underneath to Baker. They're going to get Luke Martin on a blocking foul there underneath.
Yeah, Luke, they called him for a body. I thought he did a pretty nice job on the block, but the referee saw it different. That's his second. So you're going to take one of the top scorers out. He's probably going to have to sit for the next 5 minutes in this second quarter.
And Nolan Baker makes his first of 2 free throw attempts. Baker now 3 of 3 from the free throw line, and he came in only 53% for the season, 24-45. Uniontown as a team shooting just 63%, 150 of 237. Second of 2 from Baker, good again. So Nolan Baker having a nice game with a team-high 10 for Uniontown so far. Red Raiders back up 5 at 24-19.
Well, and we said somebody had to step up because Ellsworth only with 1 made 3 so far, but Uniontown doing a good job.
Vecchiola had the ball deflected, and Packroan able to save it here on the near side for the Mustangs. Recess between the circles. Switches here with Caden Smith. Mustangs the basketball down 5, 24-19, 4:49 left before halftime. Vecchiola baseline to Burton, far side, watched there by Sheffy. A little ball fake, fell down, kept it alive to Packroan though up top, and he has Ellsworth in his face. We'll switch back to Caden Smith, who's just going to settle things down now for Laurel Highlands.
And once again, you're only down 5. Take your time, get the shot you want. Don't force anything here, and don't take anything out of necessity.
Smith down to Packroan, a little juggle. Packroan regains out of the corner, trying to work here on Ellsworth, and now to Caden Smith again, high on the left, and the Mustangs trying to slow down this game, even though they trail by 5.
I tell you what, I honestly would like to see Coach Smith just kind of clear it out, and let Caden go to work right on Cam Dugan and let him go to the rim.
I had Burton open underneath there, but he could not finish. Here's Dugan going the other way. I think they're trying to set the alley-oop. Got blocked down before the ball ever got to the rim. And here's Caden Smith in transition. He'll float it back and get fouled. Shot attempt no good, but Caden went to the free throw line here for Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, and I was going to say the same thing Shea just said. If I'm Coach Smith, I'm clearing out. I'm trying to let Caden Smith take Cam Dugan and try to pick up that third foul. It's a different animal whenever he's not in the game for them.
They call that foul on Sheffy, his first, and the first team foul that Uniontown's committed here in the second quarter.
Caden going back to the line. He's already got 9 on the night.
It's 2 of 2 from the free throw line. First of 2 free throws here, good for Caden Smith.
But once again, I mean, when you start looking at his night, he's already in double figures. 3 of them have come from the foul line. He's attacked the rim. He does have the 1-3 he hit early, but it was a great shot. So he's kind of hitting it from all over right now, which is what you want a player to do. He's scoring at all different levels, which makes him really dangerous.
Smith missed the second free throw. Jackson Nairn in for the first time as well on the Laurel Highlands side as Cam Dugan brings it back across for Uniontown. Red Raiders the basketball and a 4-point lead up 24-20.
And I think what also is that going to do, Shea, is I think once he starts doing that, coming up with shots, he's going to draw the defense. You're going to have a lot of easy baskets for the Mustangs underneath.
Yeah, for sure. And, with your shooters, that's what you're hoping for. Drive and kick and have standstill shooters.
Here's Dugan for 3 off the side of the rim. No good at Jackson Nairn. The rebound there for Laurel Highlands.
Nairn's given the Mustangs good minutes. We've seen him in a few games. He's done a nice job.
Here's Revac spinning back, watched by Baker, and that ball went off of Revac and out. So Uniontown will get it back, leading by 4, 24-20. 3:15 left before halftime.
Yeah, I think Nairn's really kind of grown into his role a little bit. Listen, he's not going to get huge minutes a lot of times unless there's some foul trouble or some injury situations, but he's got to go in, give him good minutes, be physical, and rebound.
There's Nolan Baker handing off. Peyton Fitzgerald coming free. Only get the basket to go in 1. Maybe a freshman mistake there from Revac coming in late, committing that foul.
Yeah, he was trying to go for the block, but Fitzgerald already with good position underneath, and that was a nice pass as well.
Well, it was, but the problem is for Laurel Highlands, when you give up middle drives, Jackson Nairn was all the way down on the bottom and help side. When you give up a middle drive, the only way for him to help is to step up, which leaves Peyton Fitzgerald wide open on the block. Right. And there's nobody to rotate there. So, Revac hustled to get there, but really ends up, luckily only giving up 2 points. But now Nolan Baker with the offensive rebound, put back for 2.
So Baker now after that make with 12. Fitzgerald missing the free throw. He has 4 so far tonight, and Uniontown's lead back up to 8 at 28-20 with 2:45 left before halftime. There's Caden Smith going to work, pulling it back to Vecchiola, near wing and in. A little turn and shoot from the near side, no good. Burton trying to clean it up, far block. He couldn't get that one to go either, and Laurel Highlands, a couple of misses there, guys, from point-blank range.
Yeah, for Tyrone, that was a really tough one because, he's wide open right there on that backside, does a good job rebounding, just misses.
Ellsworth missing on a 3 near side. They tap it back out and saved there by Chase White. White back between the circles with 2:20 left here in the second quarter. Uniontown the basketball up 28-20. Touch from Baker, back to White, comes between defenders, floats it up, came up short, all right to Tyrone Burton of Laurel Highlands.
Well, Sevi Vecchiola altered that shot. He did a nice job just holding his position there, kept his arms up and didn't draw the foul. Good block.
Caden Smith watched there by White will send this one up and no good. And Uniontown another rebound, so the Red Raiders playing well so far tonight, leading Laurel Highlands by 8 at 28-20, 1:50 left before halftime.
Yeah, that was that last one with Caden, no ball movement. Trying to do everything one-on-one. Get the ball moving, move, get yourself open, get it back, and then go to work.
Uniontown looking for a little motion here. They get it with Ellsworth down low, little ball fake, and he gets the 2 to go. So Ellsworth getting it done this time on the inside. He has 5, and it's a double-digit lead for Uniontown over Laurel Highlands at 30-20 with 1:25 left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and Ellsworth, just a nice cut on the backside. Just worked off of it and kind of left Packrone standing still and able to get that layup to go.
Hold here away from the ball on Chase White of Uniontown, his second.
Yeah, Chase got buried by Tyrone Burton. It was probably a good foul because LH was looking for Tyrone on the block, and he would really started to bury Chase, so good foul probably by Chase White there.
Caden Smith into Vecchiola, near side, and a fumble away there from Nick Crouch, and a jump ball called underneath. Mustangs have it out the possession arrow. They're lucky to retain even off the jump ball.
And again, Packrone and Ellsworth giving up their bodies to hit the ground and try to go for the loose ball.
Luke Martin back in with 2 personals. I think Coach John Smith starting to sense they want to try to get him back in there with Uniontown making a run, starting to pull away.
Yeah, a little offense, defense substitution possibly. I'm sure if we get a dead ball and they're on defense, Luke Martin may come back out.
Caden Smith has it right now, watched by Chase White. Caden, jumper left of the lane, in and out. White another rebound there for Uniontown. Mustangs just not getting the shots to drop tonight.
Nah, that was actually not a bad shot. He just didn't get it to fall. I mean, that was good screen, way to come off of it in attack.
And they're going to get Martin for a blocking foul there, his 3rd. That was another ticky-tack one. Bang, bang play in the paint.
The only thing I'm going to say about it is it's the same call they've been making, so they're staying consistent.
Gary, your thoughts?
I'm right in front of that, and he just did not establish good defensive position. And as an official, that's what you're looking for. And once that contact is made, and you have to call that.
Has the 5th team foul on Laurel Highlands, so Baker will shoot 2 where he's 4 for 4 so far from the free throw line in this game. First of 2 up on the way and good.
By the way, that's a really bad foul for Luke Martin, too. I mean, you put him back in. I don't know if the minute 17, if he needed to. You're going to go into halftime with him with 3. He comes out and picks up a quick one. He's got 4 all of a sudden.
And Baker now 6 of 6 from the free throw line. The Uniontown lead up to 12 at 32-20 with 50 seconds left before halftime. And Caden Smith looking over at the bench for some instruction here as he brings it across, met by White. Little switch back with Crouch. Back between the circles again to Jude Packrell. Mustangs trying to set it up here. They're facing a double-digit deficit with 34 seconds left before halftime.
They just have to make sure they get a good shot here. At this stage, you've already run off a lot of time. Don't force something just because you feel like you have to get a shot off. It's got to be something good. They need to try to get points in this possession.
And Uniontown will start the 3rd quarter with the basketball as Crouch here right of the lane, down to 18 seconds left in the quarter. Haven't had a timeout called on either side, and now a hold called on Peyton Fitzgerald as Jackson Nairn was working down on the blocks.
Well, Nairn had him on his hip. There's no doubt about it. It was a nice entry pass, and Fitzgerald kind of came over his back, tried to make the steal, so that was a good call by the ref, but excellent position by Nairn.
3rd team foul on Uniontown. Caden Smith triggered in, left of the basket, bounces into Nairn, and he'll get the 2 to go. So Jackson Nairn, his first 2 off the Laurel Highlands bench. Mustangs back to within 10, but Uniontown get a little 2 for 1 here as they get the basketball to start the 3rd quarter. Isaac Ellsworth trying to create, down to 2, down to 1, deep 3, nails it. Isaac Ellsworth, that's his shot. Second made 3 of the first half for Isaac, and Uniontown will go to the locker room up 35-22. And we have Gary Frankhauser with Laurel Highlands head coach John Smith.
Well, Coach, you dug a little bit of hole here, a little bit of late scoring, and the Red Raiders a little bit hot here in the first half. What can you do to stem the tide?
Got to play defense. We've been averaging 30 points a game over the last 4 games. We gave up 35.5. It's not going to get it done.
Now, and you got Luke Martin with 3 fouls. You got to pick one up there late. That's got to be a little bit of a concern.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You got 3 fouls, so we're going to have to go to the bench, and, someone's going to have to step up.
You can look for scoring from someone a little bit different here in the second half. You got to get something from other than your outside shots.
Oh, definitely. We've had some really good looks inside. We just haven't been able to capitalize.
Okay, Coach.
Thanks a lot, Gary. It's Uniontown 35, Laurel Highlands 22. We'll recap the first half numbers for you in a moment here on WMBS.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pick up and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out, the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC,
Equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
WMBS high school basketball coverage is proudly sponsored by the law firm of Goodwin Como. Voted Fayette County's best attorney, Benjamin F. Goodwin and the award-winning Goodwin Como team have been trusted by your friends and neighbors for nearly 2 decades. From estate planning and administration to personal injury, workers' compensation, property matters, family law, and criminal defense, they deliver dedicated, personalized representation when it matters most. With 2 convenient offices in Uniontown and Bell Vernon, visit GoodwinComo.com or call them at 724-438-1616 for your free initial consultation. Goodwin Como, righting wrongs, securing justice. Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Mauser's Tire Center has been serving the region for more than 50 years, offering new, used, and recap tires, as well as tire repair. Mauser's is located on Route 40 West at Seawrights Crossroads. Need new tires? Call Mauser's today at 724-245-2410 and let them get you ready for the road. Mauser's Tire Center, your trusted source for new and used tires for more than 5 decades. Wishing all area high school teams a successful and healthy 2025 season.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
The North Union Township Recreation Center and supervisors Rob Tupta, Kurt Matthews, and Ron Landman are proud sponsors of the Laurel Highlands High School basketball team. The North Union Rec Center wishes the Mustangs and the Lady Mustangs the best of luck this season. For information on North Union Township Rec Center volleyball, basketball, and soccer leagues, please phone 724-438-7350 or visit their website at NorthUnionRecCenter.com.
It's a new day at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, and we're bringing a new level of quality health care to our community. From primary care to specialty services, our team has always put patients first. And now, thanks to our merger with WVU Medicine, our commitment to patient-centered care has grown even stronger. With new resources, a growing staff, and advanced technology, our team is here to provide you with top-quality care when it matters most. Discover the new Uniontown Hospital and see how we've grown.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, our halftime show brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. Uniontown 35, Laurel Highlands 22. Tony, is your halftime stats. They're brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County.
All right, for the Uniontown Red Raiders in that first half, they were led by Nolan Baker, who had 14 points. 8 of those came in the second quarter and 6 from the foul line. He was followed by Isaac Ellsworth, who had 8 two-made threes in the first half. 4 points from Peyton Fitzgerald, 4 points from Cam Dugan, a made 3 from Chase White, and a made basket from Anthony Sheffey. 18 in the first, 17 in the second for their total of 35. 6 for 7 from the foul line, as we mentioned. Nolan Baker was 6 for 6 from the foul line in that second quarter alone. And they had 5 made threes, 2 by Baker, 2 by Ellsworth, and 1 by Chase White. On the other side, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs were led by Caden Smith, who had 10 points. He was followed by Tyrone Burton, who had 6. 4 from Luke Martin before he picked up his third foul, and 2 points on a made basket from Jackson Nairn. 13 in the first, 9 in the second for their total of 22. Only 1 made 3, that was by Caden Smith, and the Mustangs were 3 for 6 from the foul line in that first half.
Any other bonus stats there, Shea?
Yeah, so far we have Caden Smith with 4 rebounds, Tyrone Burton with 4 rebounds on the Laurel Highlands side. Over on the Uniontown side, Anthony Sheffey has 5 rebounds. He had at least 4 blocked shots in that first half. Uniontown started the game with the lead, scored the first 2 points of the game, and never relinquished that lead. So there's been no other lead changes other than that. And then other than that, turnover-wise, it's been pretty clean both ways. Just a couple turnovers each way. Nothing, to stand out there. But, yeah, right now, I think the thing is, as Tony's going through those stats, the thing that jumps out is the way Uniontown's shooting the basketball, and it's not just Isaac Ellsworth. So for them to have 5 threes and he's only got 2 of them, that's great for Uniontown. So,
and I think Gary has a quick interview here with Uniontown assistant Ware Gladman. Gary?
Thanks, guys. Coach Gladman, some pretty impressive shooting there in the first half and excellent from the foul line. Also some great defense. What was your message at halftime?
Keep up the defense, control the tempo on the offense, and we'll let everything else pan out for itself. But most importantly, we got to come out of this third quarter and keep our intensity. That's the most thing important.
Has any concern with regard to the foul situation with Dugan?
No, I think we're composed right now. I think that our energy levels kind of settled down. I think we're good. I think we're on track right now.
Okay, good luck, Coach.
Thanks a lot, Gary. Second half comes your way next in 2.5 minutes here on WMBS, Triple M High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
I'm Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Martin Law. Did you know our office handles claims for people hurt at work? If you are injured at your job, you have certain rights under the Pennsylvania Workers' Compensation Act that your employer may not advise you of or simply disregard. Those would include rights to wage loss and medical benefits due to your injury. We help injured workers to make sure they receive the benefits they're entitled to by law. Call us at 724-439-3939. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorney.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill and Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4:30, and Saturdays, 8 to 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Braggs a call today, 724-439-3228, for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, just about ready to start the third quarter. Uniontown leading Laurel Highlands 35-22. The Red Raiders led 18-13 after one quarter of play. Now up here 13 as we ready to start the third quarter.
Yeah. Tell you what, Laurel Highlands is going to have to make some stops, and you're right. We said it earlier. They're going to have to run their offense and trying not to run with the Red Raiders.
Ellsworth, quick three off the mark. Rebound tipped around and saved there by Peyton Fitzgerald. Uniontown around the horn over to Dugan. Bounces over to Baker. A little operating room, but he's going to pull it back outside here between the circles. Fronted there by Nick Crouch. Luke Martin still on the Laurel Highlands bench with 3 personal fouls.
The problem for Laurel Highlands is if they have to start playing fast, I think that starts favoring Uniontown a lot. And if you don't start getting stops and buckets and close this gap, they're not going to have a choice somewhere down the road.
Dugan missed 3. Caden Smith coming back, a little head fake, and he'll float it up and in. So Caden Smith with 12 of the 24 for Laurel Highlands. Mustangs back to within 11.
Yeah, nice little floater there on that little teardrop. Pulled up and avoided the foul as well.
Dugan free off the screen, working far side, resets to Baker out of the corner. From the wing over to Ellsworth, a little ball fake, pivot back to Sheffy up top. Now Isaac again, watched there by Nick Crouch. Isaac works to his left, nothing there, now back to his right. In the paint, Isaac trying to keep it alive. Couple ball fakes, back again to Dugan here right of the lane. Spins back off of Caden Smith with 6:50 left here in the third quarter. Uniontown the basketball, up 11. Now a floater here from Dugan, good. So Dugan now 2 points in every quarter, 6 for the game. Uniontown back up 13 at 37-24.
Well, we're getting to all the runners down the lane for this half of the
Yes. Yes, that's the way it's starting. Pacarone Working off to his right here for Laurel Highlands. Another big possession for the Mustangs. Down 13 here, 90 seconds into the third quarter. Not a lot of movement here on the Laurel Highlands side. Too much standing around right now.
Yeah, they are standing around. I'm kind of watching Sevi Vecchiola and Ellsworth battle underneath, but Sevi's trying to establish position, but you got to move a little bit here, guys.
Vecchiola on the far side, watched there by Peyton Fitzgerald. Near side to Tyrone Burton. Burton trying to work on Sheffy. His right again to Caden Smith. Into Crouch, cutting and scoring. Nick Crouch scoring off the Laurel Highlands bench for the first time tonight. Mustangs back to within 11 at 37-26.
If you're patient and make Uniontown play defense, listen, most high school kids can't sustain that effort and focus for too long, end up getting a wide open layup.
Baker lost it out of play, and it's going to be ruled here. Initially ruled Mustang basketball, then switched back to Uniontown.
I'm glad they fixed that because honestly, Nolan Baker got fouled and it should have been called. So I'm glad they didn't give the ball to Laurel Highlands.
Well, I think that's why they did.
Yeah,
I think they realized they missed that foul.
Yeah, I hope so because that was the right thing.
Dugan off to his left, looking for operating room. Tight defense on the Mustangs, but a great pass to Peyton Fitzgerald. Gets a couple of bounces off the rim before that one drops in. And like Dugan, Fitzgerald, 2 in every quarter, 6 for the game. Uniontown back up 13 at 39-26. Timeout, Laurel Highlands, 5:29 left here in the third. Red Raiders lead it by 13. We're back at 60 on the C.R. Browder Group High School Sports Night.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. Amidar Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amidar Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about Amidar Transit, call them 724-439-3164. 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
As we come back, a much-needed made 2 for Tyrone Burton and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Mustangs back to within 11, down 39-28 as we go under 5 minutes left here in the third quarter.
Now they've got to figure out a way to get a stop. I mean, you can't keep just trading buckets. At some point, you got to start getting stops and buckets.
Ellsworth on the inside. Tough shot. Couldn't get it to go, but he was fouled in the process. So he'll have 2 free throws upcoming on our Mausers Tires scoreboard. Late second quarter, Albert Gallatin hanging around with Franklin Regional. Franklin Regional 28, AG 26. So just a 2-point game there. Guys, that's a little surprising.
Absolutely. I was, and we got kind of like an update late, but they were winning at the end of the first quarter, 17-13 against, a team that is doing much better than them. I was kind of shocked, honestly.
Foul went on Packrone, his second. First of 2 free throws. Good there for Isaac Ellsworth. He has 9. Uniontown back up 12 at 40-28. Second of 2 free throws. Good again for Ellsworth. So he's in double figures now with 10. The Uniontown lead now at 13.
And you're going to have to look and see. I think they're going to try to post up both Burton and Vecchiola underneath and try to get some easy baskets, but it's not going to happen. Uniontown playing pretty good defense right now.
Burton here from the wing. Touch from Crouch over to Caden Smith. This is the best defense we've seen out of Uniontown all season.
Totally agree with you.
Packrone here from the near elbow. Nothing there. Pulls it back out. Laurel Highlands down 13 with the basketball. Almost midway through this third quarter. 4:17 left here in the third.
And the tough part is if you're Coach Kesmarski, it shouldn't have to take this game to get your best defensive effort. So it's kind of this game goes on. They need to figure out even beyond this game how to sustain this all the time.
Nick Crouch off balance. Shot no good. Foul calling off the rebound on the Mustangs.
That's going to be on Caden Smith.
And guys, you're getting at the point now halfway through the third quarter where you're going to have to probably get Martin back in the game, find some scoring.
Yeah, I agree with you, Gary. I mean, when you're sitting at 13, you've got to start figuring something out. And right now, you're not playing with your best offensive team, and you got to find a way to start closing this gap.
Here's Ellsworth here on the near side, trying to come between defenders. They're going to call a jump ball. The possession arrow favors Laurel Highlands right now.
And right now, I think you could have called that one either way, a travel or a jump ball, and karma gods kind of came through. It was going to be Laurel Highlands ball either way. So,
should I steal Soup's line? The ball never lies?
Yeah, on the streets of New Brunswick.
That's right. Yeah. The streets of New Brunswick is right.
Here's Crouch up top. A little ball fake back to Burton here high on the left. Mustangs still down 13, 3:39 left here in the third. Caden Smith watched there by Dugan, just backs off a little bit. Over to Vecchiola back between the circles, far side to Tyrone Burton.
Well, the Mustangs are spaced nice, but they're not moving.
Yeah, I agree.
No, and the thing is, Uniontown could actually even be better defensively if they just jump to the ball. They've given up a couple layups here because they're being lazy off of the ball.
Right.
And LH keeps running.
Look out, guys. Dugan a steal coming back and finishes there with the left hand. Cam Dugan now with 8, and the Uniontown lead increased to 15, their largest of the night at 43-28. Packrone coming back, jumper from the foul line, good. First 2 of the night for Jude Packrone.
But a nice play, though. Worked off of that screen and took a foul line extended jumper and able to knock it down. And you're really not looking for a lot of offense from Jude Packrone, more defense, but that's a nice basket for him. What's
been surprising is Laurel Highlands, even offensively, has been effective in the half-court sets all year, but not tonight. And Ellsworth, another floater, good there to give him 12. The Uniontown lead back up to 15 at 45-30.
Well, and honestly, right now, Jude Packrone's probably got to pick up some of the scoring slack.
And the Red Raiders forced another turnover. Sorry there,
yeah,
Shays.
Right.
Baker threw it off of a Mustang and out, and Uniontown's going to get it back again. Go ahead.
Yeah, what I was just saying is, I mean, Luke Martin's coming back on the floor now, but, you know, when he's been off, Jude Pacrone's going to have to be a guy that steps up his offensive game, because nothing against Nick Crouch. Nick Crouch isn't in there for his offensive game, guys. I mean, he's in there for defense, hustle, and then when he's supposed to score. But we'll see how it goes now with Luke Martin back on the floor for Laurel Highlands.
It was getting close to 10.
Dugan between defenders trying to fire it down to Sheffy. He was able to pull it in and float the shot up, but it won't drop there. And Packrone another rebound here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, and oddly enough on that possession, the Mustang, 4 Mustangs underneath, no Red Raiders even attempt to get the rebound.
Packrone spinning, nice handoff. Burton to Vecchiola far side, and Sevi Vecchiola gets his first 2 points of the game. They come here in the third quarter to approach the 2-minute mark, with the Mustangs still down 13 at 45-32.
And Laurel Highlands is getting really good looks, guys. I mean, that's not been the issue. The issue's sitting here being, can we get a stop?
Now Uniontown trying to space out the floor a bit. Dugan left of the lane. Floaters and air ball goes right to Vecchioli. Trying to fire it off a White. Got deflected over to Peyton Fitzgerald, who says thank you very much. He'll lay it up and in. 8 for Peyton. The Uniontown lead back up to 15.
Well, that's that Cardinal sin. You never save it underneath the opponent's basket unless you really know you got somebody to throw it to.
Packrone off balance shot drops. That was pretty for Jude Packrone. It was 2 quick field goals. He has 4, but the Mustangs still down 13. Ellsworth coming back. Long 2 near side, no good. Packrone another rebound, and Jude's game starting to come around.
Yeah, Isaac, I mean, he likes to score in transition like that, but that one's really unnecessary.
Packrone stepped to his left, attempted a 3. That one didn't drop. Vecchiola off a tip, kept it alive. Back to Jude, who drives and misses. Ball still loose. Vecchiola reloads. Martin off the bench. Off the front of the rim, no good on that 3. Fitzgerald the rebound, and he was fouled.
And I think they're going to call that on Packrone. I think it was more frustration than anything. The Mustangs, you got to figure they had 4 attempts on that possession and couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, that's a tough one to come back, and looks like Sevi got maybe his lip busted open here, or his nose or something there. He comes off the floor for Laurel Highlands.
Now Laurel Highlands showing a little full court pressure defense here as Uniontown triggers it in. Red Raiders 47, Mustangs 34, 54 seconds left here in the third quarter. Dugan across on the far side, bounce pass to his left to Sheffy, resetting to Donovan Coffey, far wing for 3, halfway down, came out, and Packrone another rebound there for the Mustangs. Off and across to Caden Smith, floating it out to Damon Rebank. The freshman resets to the wing, bounces it off to Burton near elbow. Burton trying to spin it on Coffey, and Coffey with the little poke out of play will stay with the Mustangs here in the Uniontown zone.
Nice move by Tyrone. I would venture to say Coach Kesmarski probably wasn't real happy with the shot selection on their last possession, and probably want to get it to somebody else in that situation.
Well, especially when you're under a minute to go in the third quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to run a little time, especially, and get a decent shot. And you're right, probably not the one he was looking for.
Martin directing traffic, fronted there by White, will take the 3 far side, missed out the front of the rim off the deflection. Packrone comes back inside. Look at the basket to go and 1, Jude Packrone. So Packrone 6 here in the third quarter can make it 7 here at the foul line. Mustangs still battling, but down 11 at 47-36 with 16 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Well, Packrone's come alive here in this third quarter. He's got his 6 points in the third, and right now trying to make it 7.
He's also got 4 rebounds just in this quarter, so for a 6-foot guard, getting huge rebounding from him right now.
He makes the free throw as well, so 7 here in the third for Packrone. Mustangs back to within 10, down 47-37. Martin, a little deflection there at midcourt, saved by Coffey. Back to Dugan, down to 7 seconds left in the quarter. Dugan to chase White for three up top. On the side of the rim, no good. Martin the rebound. Mustangs need to hurry. Caden Smith from midcourt, line drive comes up short. We played 3 here at Laurel Highlands High School. The Red Raiders 47, Mustangs 37. We're back with the 4th and 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are proud residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and more. Experienced therapists providing quality rehabilitation close to home. Convenient hours, accessible location, all major insurances accepted. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access. 724-437-7500.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, start of the 4th quarter. The Red Raiders lead the Mustangs 47-37. Laurel Highlands did outscore Uniontown in that 3rd quarter by a 13-12 margin.
Yep, outscoring them by 1's not going to do much if we do have the same thing this quarter. They're going to have to find a way to get stops. And maybe it looked like Uniontown was getting a little reckless with the ball late in the 3rd quarter, so maybe this press will continue to give them problems.
Uniontown starts the 4th with a basketball, working left to right as we describe it. Ellsworth baseline floater off the back iron, no good. Backside rebound, Tyrone Burton. Mustangs trying to come alive, down 10. Martin in the corner over to Caden Smith, 3 from the far wing. Off the side of the rim, no good. Ball go out of bounds. We'll stay with the Mustangs here in the Uniontown zone.
And they were fortunate on that possession. You're right. I saw you kind of throw your hands up there. Is right. You know, when you work the ball around, a lot different for the Mustangs. But don't get in a panic. You're down 10. You still got a lot of time to go.
Yes, absolutely. Just 2 points at a time will get it done if that's what you can get.
Packrone came inside. Uniontown thought they had a strip, but a foul is going to be called here on the Red Raiders.
Clear foul there on Ellsworth on the drive, just bodied him up. And I want to make a point to give credit to Cam Dugan. He's been controlling the ball and playing very smart on the Uniontown side. Didn't pick up any fouls in that 3rd quarter.
Here's Martin coming far winging in, floats it up, shot won't drop. Again, it seems like a lid on the basket at times. The Mustangs are shooting here tonight.
Yeah, they've got some nice looks. There's no doubt about it. They just can't get it to go.
Dugan back across. Tight defense from Caden Smith, but again, Cam comes free. As Gary alluded to, Cam has really played well here tonight. Smith a little poke there on Ellsworth. Uniontown getting another bounce right over to Sheffy. Threw it off the glass, no good, but Peyton Fitzgerald able to clean it up here on the near side. 10 for Peyton, and Uniontown back up 12 at 49-37.
The tough thing for Laurel Highlands has been every time they make a run, Uniontown comes back and answers it somewhere down the line.
Pretty move there from Burton. He came free, got a quick 2 to go. Mustangs back to within 10, down 49-39. 6:42 left here in the 4th. Ellsworth back across, goes cross-court far side. Peyton Fitzgerald over to Nolan Baker, back to Peyton again. Comes far baseline, and they're going to get Vecchiola there on a blocking foul.
It's the right call. He has no position on that. He's just trying to get into a spot, but he's not getting there and getting legal guarding position. So definitely a great call by the official.
Yeah, kind of slid, actually kind of hip checked him a little bit as he tried to drive baseline.
And that's when he should have been able to get position. Plenty of time.
Yep.
Ellsworth into Sheffy. Sheffy up top, watched by Burton, away from the ball. Offensive foul called there on Ellsworth.
And I'm not surprised who drew it, because right now he's probably the most aggressive kid out on the floor right now, and it's coming on both ends. Jude Packrone has probably, since the second half started, has been the best player on the floor for either team.
The Mustangs need more of them right here down the stretch, Tony.
Well, yeah, and I think what's happening is I think Packrone's just frustrating Ellsworth.
Burton long 2 near wing. Good Tyrone Burton. Big guy has range. He has 12 of the Mustangs. Back to within 8. Timeout Uniontown. 6:19 left here in the 4th. 49-41 Red Raiders. We're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry specialize in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results.
Hello. Life is busy. Let facts take the wheel. Whether you're a caregiver looking for safe rides for a loved one or you need transportation yourself, Fact is here. Seniors ride free on our fixed route buses. People with disabilities save 85%, and Medicaid covers medical trips on our shared ride and paratransit services. Discover your options. Call 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com. Fact, driving independence in Fayette County.
Sheffy, a quick 2 for Uniontown as we come back. Martin on the other side answers back for the Mustangs, and it's 51-43. Uniontown on top by 8 as we go under 6 minutes left here in the fourth.
Yeah, and right now, I said earlier, this press is giving them problems, and part of the problem is Coach Kesmarski's got to get somebody in the middle of the floor. If you don't, all you do is match up to this press, and the press is doing exactly what it wants, and you're making it easier for them to get steals. You have to get the ball in the middle of the floor and attack it from there.
And Tony, Uniontown just coughed it up, so the Mustangs trying to set it back up.
Well, yeah, and a 3 right here really gives the Mustangs some momentum, so let's see what happens on this offensive possession.
Caden Smith looking for help, pulls it back to Pacarone. It's 51-43, Uniontown by 8, 5:38 left here in the fourth. Damon Revac looking to his left, nothing there, back to his right to Martin. A little defense amped up there by Nolan Baker. Revac stays with it, and away for timeout Mustangs with 5:27 left here in the fourth, 51-43. Uniontown back in 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. Casey's Sports Cafe, located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown and owned by the Vernon family, wants you to know they have new hours. Monday and Friday from 7 to 3, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday 7 to 7, and Saturday and Sunday 7 to 2. Come on into Casey's and check out their new menu ideas and entrees. They can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Call 724-550-4126. Casey's, the best in Fayette County.
As we come back, a Sevi Vecchiola make for Laurel Highlands has cut this to a 2-possession game. 51-45 Red Raiders, 5:07 left here in the fourth. On the inside, off balance there was Baker. No, check that, Dugan. Dugan got knocked down. Shot attempt no good, but he was fouled. And he'll have 2 free throw attempts upcoming.
Fouled by Luke Martin.
Martin's
That's
fourth.
Martin's fourth.
Yeah, and right now, 5 minutes, if you're Laurel Highlands right there, recognize how out of control Cam Dugan is coming down the lane. If you're going to try to get a charge, that's the one to get it on. Step in there, take the hit and go down. But that's the one you got to get it on.
Well, and they had 3 Mustangs around him. So, it's a chance for you to draw a foul on him.
Dugan, first of 2 free throws, no good. Cam came in 65% for the season from the free throw line, 42 of 65.
And guys, this is as close as it's been since early in the second quarter. Right now, if he misses this one, even if he makes it, Laurel Highlands can go down and get it, 4 or 5 points.
Another miss from Dugan. Tyrone Burton, the rebound there for Laurel Highlands. Off to Smith, across to Pacarone. Mustangs the basketball down 6 as we go under 5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter.
Hopefully, once again, they don't feel they have to shoot a 3 here.
Right.
Pacarone over to Damon Revac. The freshman back to Caden Smith. Down low, Pacarone comes free. Miss there. Able to get it back. He'll lay it back up. Another miss. So 2 point-blank opportunities there for Laurel Highlands gone awry. And a foul called off the Mustangs coming off the rebound.
And you know what? They're pretty much running the same set every time down right now, too, with these back screens on the backside. Uniontown's just not doing a good job of jumping the ball. They're not doing a good job communicating the screens. And Laurel Highlands, they're just being patient with it, and they keep running and keep running and keep running it until they get this layup. And, man, that's a tough one for Jude Pacarone, for as good as he's playing right now, to miss that one where they could have taken it down to, 4 points here.
And the Mustangs in big-time foul trouble right now. You have Martin and Vecchiola with 4 fouls apiece.
too.
And here's Isaac Ellsworth out of his own zone for Uniontown. Touches to Fitzgerald, over to Baker, and now Dugan again. Dugan, baseline, Sheffy far side. Might have had a shot blocked from behind. It's no good, but the Red Raiders keep it alive on the offensive glass. Dugan again, a little hop step, put it up with a left hand shot. Fell out off the front rim. Good hustle on the inside. Sheffy found on the putback opportunity. And he'll have 2 free throws upcoming for Uniontown. But the Red Raiders lead still at 6 at 51-45 with 4:21 left here in the fourth quarter.
Hey, Brian, that one comes back to what you just communicated. Sevi Vecchiola having his 4th foul, not being on the floor, probably helped give up that second chance opportunity, and now Anthony Sheffy's made his first free throw.
Sheffy with 5. The Uniontown lead back up to 7 at 52-45 with 4:21 left here in the fourth quarter.
And you're going to have Jackson Nairn check in for Damon Revac. Coach Smith trying to go with a little bit more size underneath, not height-wise, but basically bulk-wise.
Sheffy, second of 2 free throws on the way, and good again for Uniontown. So the Red Raiders lead back up to 8 at 53-45 with 4:18 left here in the fourth. Caden Smith back across for the Mustangs. Dugan going for the steal, called for the foul.
It's the right call. I mean, he literally grabbed Caden Smith by the waist as he was reaching around, causes him to lose the ball. Right call.
Third on Dugan. And for Uniontown, their 13th foul this fourth quarter, non-shooting. So Nick Crouch will trigger it back in here for the Mustangs.
Almost like a pass interference call when they grab the receiver around the waist to stop him.
Caden Smith over to Crouch. Baker almost had it. Crouch keeps it alive and drains the 3 from the far corner. So a big 3 off the bench for Nick Crouch. He has 5 second-half points, and the Mustangs back to within 5 at 53-48. And Vecchiola, check that. That's Jackson Nairn coming over, finding the loose ball, forcing the turnover, and Uniontown called for a foul.
Yeah, and you know, the problem is Uniontown is gambling on defense down here in the half court, and there's no reason to. You're winning the game. You just need to be solid. You need to stay in front of your man. Take no unnecessary risks. Just contest every shot. Make sure you rebound. I don't know what they're doing right now.
Nick Crouch to trigger it in for the Mustangs here from the near side. Up top, Caden Smith. Jumper fouling extended on the left. No good there for Caden. You had Fitzgerald who had the rebound, lost it. Sheffy tried to keep it alive. Big collision underneath. I think we're going to have a foul called here on the Mustangs.
I think it's Jackson Nairn.
And you're right about that. And of importance is that's the bonus, and they're going to be in a bonus with almost 4 minutes to go. And to make Chase point even further, that's what the Red Raiders need to do. They just need to control the ball, get to the line, get those easy baskets at the rim.
So Sheffy, who hit his last 2 free throws at the foul line here for the Red Raiders. First of 2 good, and Uniontown so far hitting some free throws here in the fourth quarter as their lead extended back to 6, and Vecchiola and Martin both off the Laurel Highlands bench.
And right now, if this deficit stays around where it is, even as we get deeper, Uniontown's going to have to continue making foul shots to win this game. I mean, it's going to get to a point where Laurel Highlands is going to have to foul. So we'll see how they continue to shoot.
Sheffy, second of 2. This one rattles out. Burton fouled there by Fitzgerald off the rebound.
And I think that's now going to put Laurel Highlands into the bonus.
If they're going the other way, that's 5 on Uniontown.
And we've seen 2 guys actually shoot pretty well from the foul line who normally don't. In Baker, who's 6 for 6 from the line, and you have Sheffy, who made 3 out of 4. Both of them are only about 55% free throw shooters.
Now Burton's a 70% free throw shooter for Laurel Highlands. His first of 2 here, good. Tyrone Burton, 5 here in the fourth quarter, 13 for the game. Mustangs back to within 6, down 54-48, 3:47 left here in the fourth quarter.
Hey, Tony, to your point, those all happened in the first, second, and third quarters.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens in the fourth quarter. Well, now, you know, the game's starting to be on the line now, so we'll see how guys hold up shooting foul shots down the stretch here.
Burton, second of 2 free throws, no good. Rebound deflected around a couple of times, still loose. Burton had it, lost it, and Dugan finds it going the other way. Cam Dugan back into the Mustang zone. A little handoff to Ellsworth. Ball fake, resets Baker. 3 up top, good. Nolan Baker. He's been hot all night and drains his third 3 of the game. There he is, 17 points. Red Raiders back up 8 at 57-49.
Well, and the first points for Baker in his second half. He had 14 in the first half, and that's his first bucket.
Burton battling back, handing off Caden Smith, trying to go back to Burton underneath. Got 2 deep, repositions, and he'll get the basket to go in 1. Tyrone Burton, that foul, going to go on the far side there on Peyton Fitzgerald.
What's really wild about that is when you go back down in the last Uniontown possession for Baker to hit that 3, I'm sitting here thinking, wow, this could be a game-changing possession. And then Uniontown gives up an and one here. If Tyrone Burton makes his free throw, they just gave up the three-pointer you just hit on the other end.
Check that foul was on Sheffy, his second.
And the other thing is, he makes his foul shot, they get to set up the press again.
True.
Now Burton getting 2 here. He is 7 in the fourth, 15 for the game. Actually just getting 1 because that was the and one, and he missed the free throw. Uniontown going the other way. Dugan, corner, Ellsworth for 3, and he has it. Isaac Ellsworth. He loves those threes. At 3 tonight, 45 for the season. Uniontown back up 9 at 60-51, under 3 to play. Packron off balance shot, couldn't get it to go in traffic. Baker battling Vecchiola, and they're going to call a foul, not a jump ball. Vecchiola looking for the jump ball. He's going to pick up his 5th, and he's done.
That's a tough call to make right there. I mean, I thought it was going to be a jump ball, but Sevy's going to pick up his 5th.
I honestly thought it was over the back initially right away, and they kind of let it go. And then I kind of agree with you. If you were letting that one go, it kind of looked like a jump ball after that. But Gary, I don't know. Maybe you had a better vantage point on that to see if Sevy had his arm.
He definitely did have his arm reaching around the back, but I agree with your first point. The first foul was missed.
Yeah.
Baker makes the first of 2 free throws. He has 18 in this game. Uniontown leads by 10 at 61-51 with 2:53 left here in the fourth quarter.
And Uniontown's had 2 big three-pointers in these last 2 full offensive possessions, to kind of stretch it back out, but now to 11 after Nolan Baker's made free throw on the second attempt.
And the Red Raiders now up 11 at 62-51. A lot of contact. Dugan went down. No foul called. Replay on. Caden Smith for 3. That one spins out. Burton offensive rebound. Repositioning. Pulling it back out to Martin. Steps to his left. Fires a 3. Off the mark. Good look. Jackson Nairn put back. Again, no good. Mustangs can't buy a basket. Right now, they'll try again here. Caden Smith won't shoot the 3. Pulls back to Packron. A little juggle and a regain. Here left of the lane. Packron going back to work on the inside. Tough shot. Couldn't get it to go. How many missed shots on that possession, guys?
Yeah, there was a bunch. And
now Burton a block there on Sheffy, and the Mustangs find the loose ball. Things getting a little bit out of control here. Martin pulling back to Nairn, and Jackson Nairn gets that 2 to go. Yeah, so a lot going on during those last few sequences.
I kind of thought Coach Smith should have used a timeout right there to try to get a dead ball.
Uniontown the basketball up 62-53. Now they're going to play a little 4 corners.
Well, now you're going to have to foul is right.
Ellsworth will take it inside. Off balance shot. Wow. No good. No foul call.
A lot of contact.
That's letting them play here. Here's Caden Smith spinning back. Jumper left of the lane. Good. Caden Smith. So that sequence favoring the Mustangs. They're back to within 7. Down 62-55. 1:34 left. It's starting to run out of time.
I agree with you, Shake. Use the timeouts.
Yeah, I just don't understand why you wouldn't try to get these dead balls and make Uniontown have to get it in, plus get it up the floor. Dugan
dancing everywhere. Of course, Martin can't foul. He has 4. Ellsworth a touch. Burton could foul him, but he's the Red Raiders' best free throw shooter. And then Martin came over. Are they going to get Martin for his 5th?
Yeah.
Wow. And Martin barely touched him.
And the problem is, not only did Luke Martin just get his 5th foul, it's who you fouled. I mean, you arguably put their best free throw shooter on the line and the guy you definitely don't want shooting these shots.
Totally agree with you there, and thought he actually fouled him earlier, but it's one of those things.
Yeah, double whammy there for the Mustangs. 62-55, Uniontown 1:16 left here in the 4th. Ellsworth with 15 points tonight, 2 of 2 from the foul line. First of 2 good here for Isaac Ellsworth. And now we have a timeout. Laurel Highlands 1:16 to play. Uniontown 63, Laurel Highlands 55. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Does your car sound like it's saying, "Trade me in, trade me in," every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, "Trade me in, trade me in." Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
So after the Mustang timeout, second of 2 free throws here for Isaac Ellsworth. Uniontown up 63-55, and Ellsworth makes the second of 2.
That was a big one because now it's 3 3-point field goals for Laurel Highlands to get back.
Cam Dugan just picked up his 4th personal foul, knocking down Caden Smith. And both teams in the bonus now with 1:12 left here in the 4th, and Uniontown up 9 at 64-55.
And on the other side, you certainly don't want the clock stopped with the Mustangs on the line.
Absolutely, because then you're letting them set up the press if Caden can knock both of these down, and got to worry about getting it in, plus getting it up court.
Caden makes the first of 2. He's now 4 of 5 from the free throw line in this game. Uniontown still up 8 at 64-56, 1:12 left here in the 4th quarter.
Well, Uniontown 8 for 10 from the foul line here in this 4th quarter. Came in, as you mentioned, Brian, only a 63% free throw shooting team.
Free throws right now, putting the Red Raiders in a good spot here late as Caden Smith makes both here for Laurel Highlands. Mustangs back to within 7 at 64-57. Here's Ellsworth out of his own zone. Fouled there by Jude Packrum, but again, you're fouling the wrong guy.
Yeah, see, if it was me, I mean, in this situation, Coach Smith almost needs to communicate. I mean, with a minute 10, I don't think you have to give it up right away because once you cross half court, Isaac still has to deal with the 5-second count. You can kind of do some things, at least for a few seconds, to try to get the ball out of his hands and then foul someone else. This isn't the guy you want at the line.
Ellsworth first of 2 here, good. Again, Isaac came in 81% from the free throw line, 39 of 48.
I can't believe they're even letting him catch the ball. I'd almost double him to make them throw to somebody else and then take my chance on fouling.
Second of 2 free throws, good again for Isaac Ellsworth. He's hit 6 straight from the free throw line. The lead at 9. Caden Smith back across. He went down. Uniontown trying to take a timeout, and they'll get it. Uniontown up 9, 66-57. 1:02 to play. We're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SprowlsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning extends his best wishes to both the Uniontown Red Raiders and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and to all our local sports teams and athletes. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork. It is the result of the hard work of the players and coaches and the support of their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and Uniontown Red Raiders from District Judge Nathan Henning.
Packroan forcing a turnover there as Cam Dugan coughed it up, and Dugan's down on the play. Still 66-57, Uniontown 50 seconds left here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, he was just trying to chase Jude Packroan down and kind of caught, it looked like an elbow maybe from Packroan as he was chasing him. Kind of unfortunate here. Hopefully he's okay. But realistically, when you go back to their offensive possession, Cam was out of control going down the floor. They just need him to slow down a little bit. And if you're Uniontown, like right now, they should be discussing Isaac Ellsworth, go get the ball.
Right.
I don't know why anybody else would even be attempting to have it. And everybody should be making an effort to get to him, and he should be making more of an effort to go get it.
Injury timeout brought to you by the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, the leaders of physical therapy. Visit physical therapist Jim Burns on Wayland Smith Drive, or phone 724-437-7500. The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute. Relief is closer than you think, and good to see Cam Dugan up and coming to the bench. You can tell he's still in some pain.
Yeah, like I said, he had automatically went to grab his face when he got hit. Hopefully he's okay. I will say, Uniontown's in capable hands here. Chase White does a really good job for Uniontown, and him coming in this situation, I think Uniontown will be fine.
The foul went on Nolan Baker, his third. First of 2 free throws, good for Jude Packroan. 8 points here in the second half for Packroan. 66-58. Mustangs have it down to 8. Now down to 7 as Packroan makes both free throws, and Laurel Highlands take another timeout, full timeout. 50 seconds left. Uniontown 66, Laurel Highlands 59. We're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare. It's a new day at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, and we're bringing a new level of quality health care to our community. From primary care to specialty services, our team has always put patients first. And now, thanks to our merger with WVU Medicine, our commitment to patient-centered care has grown even stronger. With new resources, a growing staff, and advanced technology, our team is here to provide you with top-quality care when it matters most. Discover the new Uniontown Hospital and see how we've grown.
So Uniontown will trigger it in 50 seconds left in regulation. Red Raiders lead it by 7 at 66-59. They get it into Chase White, and White fouled here at midcourt.
The only good thing about fouling Chase, and Chase can normally be a pretty good free throw shooter, but the tough part is right now, coming in cold off the bench. I know he's only 2 for 6 for the season, but when I coach him, I know he's capable of shooting them. We'll see how he does here.
49 seconds left, lead at 7. White will get 2 here for Uniontown. The foul went on Jackson Nair in his second, and White coming through here, draining his first of 2 free throw attempts.
Yeah, good-looking shot there, but he didn't look like he was 2 for 6 from the foul line there.
No.
67-59, Uniontown. Second of 2 from Chase White, good again.
And it pushes it back to 3 3-point field goals now.
And Laurel Highlands starting to run out of time here. Caden Smith across. And we'll get a floor foul called here on Uniontown. I think it's going to go on White. That'll be his third.
Yeah, once again, in this situation, when you're up 9 and it's 3 full possessions, a layup's not killing you, because you're still up 3 possessions because it's only going down to 7. So you're better off letting him go to the basket, get the layup, don't stop the clock, as Gary said earlier. Keep that clock running right now for Uniontown.
First of 2 free throws, good here for Caden Smith. Smith now, 5 here in the fourth, 17 for the game. And so far, he's 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Second of 2 free throws, good again for Caden. And the Mustangs have it down to 7 at 68-61. Ellsworth back through center, sidesteps Packrone, and the Mustangs have to get the ball out of his hands, and finally Burton will foul Ellsworth, but again, not the foul they want to commit there.
No, but on the Uniontown side of things, that's exactly what you want. So, kudos to Uniontown. But that's always a tough thing when you score. Peyton Fitzgerald got it into Nolan Baker right away. Isaac was able to break open, get to an open spot and get down here and get fouled.
Ellsworth first of 2 here. Good. He's making a living at the free throw line here in the second half. In fact, he's hit his last 7 free throws.
Well, and he did a good job of fighting through both defenders there to get that ball. So you got to give him a lot of credit for creating some space.
Ellsworth, second of 2, good again. So Isaac Ellsworth, 9 here in the fourth, 21 for the game. 33 seconds left. Quick 3, Packrone off the mark. And Peyton Fitzgerald will pull down the rebound for Uniontown. Touched by White, 4 to Ellsworth. He's going to pull it back. And now the Mustangs down 9, 22 seconds left. Not a lot of options. Chase White with the basketball. Switch back here to Ellsworth. Ellsworth underneeth. And
that should be an intentional foul.
You think you hit him that hard, though, Shay?
It doesn't matter. I mean, you got to make a play on the ball. It's not really on how forceful it is.
Gary, you were right there.
I think he was dribbling the ball. I mean, it wasn't as much as you might have thought. A little.
Yeah, but Gary,
exaggeration.
Embellishment.
The one thing where I'm kind of getting to anymore, though, is they've made it a point of emphasis about, these plays that are not plays on the ball, and you have coaches calling for fouls on the sideline, and when you're doing that in these late game situations, at some point there's a gray area where what's intentional and what's not when coaches are calling for fouls to happen.
Ellsworth drains another free throw. Uniontown by 10, sitting pretty, up 71-61, 15 seconds left. Second of 2 from Ellsworth, finally a miss from him. Laurel Highlands the rebound. Caden Smith back across. Caden driving here on Chase White. Lost the handle. Was deflected by Uniontown going out. Mustangs will keep it, but they're down 10, 9 seconds to play.
Yeah, not a whole lot of options here is right. I guess I could start singing, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah, ball deflected out. And they're going to say Mustang basketball.
Please.
Come on, baby.
Tony was in a couple of operas back in his day, right?
Yeah, I was in. Yeah. When the fat lady sings, that's me. Right, Fish? It's not over till the fat lady sings.
Crouch ends Caden Smith. Out to Burton, 5 seconds left. Burton trying to fight on the inside. Will fade away 2, no good. He'll be tapped back out, and that'll do it. Uniontown wins it 71-61 over Laurel Highlands. Take a quick 2-minute timeout. Gary's back with the coach. Going to be right after this on WMBS.
Introducing Target Safety Solutions Division, LLC. Because Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair is concerned about our local community, Target Safety Solutions was born. Located beside the Ted Silva shop at 94 Atlas Road in Uniontown, Target Safety Solutions specializes in vehicle calibration after a vehicle is involved in a collision. Target Safety Solutions can perform vehicle alignment, state inspections, minor mechanical repairs, including brakes and suspension work, as well as tire replacement, and also inspects trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Their alignment machine can accommodate lowered vehicles, dually trucks, and box trucks. Vehicles are now made with many safety features to keep their occupants safe. That's why Target Safety Solutions originated. Their state-of-the-art facility is open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., Monday through Friday. They are currently taking new customers and accepting commercial and fleet accounts as well. Nick Patricelli and Mike Thomas are ready to provide you with fast, friendly, professional service. Call Nick at Target Safety Solutions, 724-550-4403.
Amador Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amador Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about Amador Transit, call them 724-439-3164, 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Uniontown a win over Laurel Highlands, and Gary's here with Uniontown head coach Rob Kesmarski. Gary, take it away.
Well, thanks, Brian. I'm here with Coach Kesmarski. And, Coach, you have to be proud with the effort. The defense was outstanding, shooting was outstanding, and the foul shooting down the stretch was really something.
Here's the thing. We've lost so many heartbreaking games. I've had a lot of big wins in this gym as a player and as a thing. I'm just happy for our players because that shows when you lose a couple games. We lost 2 games by 2 points in the section. This really gets us back in the section race. Laurel Highlands is having a great year. That was a very big win. I'm just very happy for my players.
Well, and you're exactly right. That does put you right back into the conference action.
Hold on, one thing. To be honest with you, unfortunately, we lost those 2 tough games. I think the team that will win the section will have 3 or 4 losses. There's no team like us last year, but I'm just happy for my young players. Our inside players of getting haven't had the best start, but they showed what their future is like.
What was your message to your team coming in tonight to increase that intensity and really pick it up?
I told them this. I said, I've had teams that's better than this team. I've had teams that's worse. But I've had my teams always play hard, and tonight we did.
Well, congratulations, Coach.
Thanks a lot, Gary. One other thing we were checking on, maybe you could find out for us down below. Did they count that last Laurel Highlands bucket? Because the last final they posted there was 71-63. Tony's saying no up here. So no. Gary's going to double check. We'll take a quick timeout. Red Raiders win it over the Mustangs. We'll tell you all about it right after this on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pick up and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Injured in an accident and don't know where to turn or what to do? Here at Radcliffe Martin Law, we can help you navigate your issues and resolve your claim. Unlike firms nowadays that advertise aggressively for your case and aren't even located in the state, we're right in your backyard. We have the knowledge to quickly and efficiently handle your claim. Don't waste time on an out-of-state attorney who will dilly-dally and then tell you to get a local attorney. Give us a call right now and see how we can help you. Radcliffe Martin Law, 724-439-3939.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coating, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown. Doctors Calabrese, Hoppy, Lorenz, and I want to wish the very best to all our local hoops teams this season and remind everyone that our team of board-certified specialists are highly committed to provide the highest quality of care for any and all gastrointestinal and liver problems. Call us at 724-437-7677.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service is your local, fully insured, expert tree removal and advanced tree trimming service based right in Uniontown. Brothers Jared and Justin Gibson and their team bring more than 2 decades combined experience to stump and tree removal, but also provide general clearing services and some landscaping services too. So whatever your outdoor needs are, Two Brothers is ready to help you today with customizable plans and a commitment to getting the job done right. Call them today, 724-415-9183.
When you need notary services, trust the best. Sandy Howell Notary Services, back-to-back gold medal winner for Best Notary in Fayette County. They're here for you with extended hours to fit your schedule. Sandy Howell's also the 2025 gold medal winner for Best Title Company. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 8:30, and Saturdays, 9 to 5. Call 724-564-8955 today for Sandy Howell Notary Services, where excellence is signed and sealed.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning extends his best wishes to both the Uniontown Red Raiders and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and to all our local sports teams and athletes. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork. It is the result of the hard work of the players and coaches and the support of their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and Uniontown Red Raiders from District Judge Nathan Henning.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, we did confirm the final score 71-61. Gary checked down there at the scores table. They still have it wrong up on the board here. We corrected our score hub, but Gary, 71-61, correct?
That is correct.
All right. And Tony has all the final stats. They're brought to you by First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County.
All right, for the victorious Uniontown Red Raiders, who improved to 6-7 overall in the year, now 2-4 in Section 1-5A play. They were led tonight by Isaac Ellsworth, who had 22 points. 10 of those came in the fourth quarter, as he was 7 for 8 from the foul line as well. 19 points from Nolan Baker, 10 points from Peyton Fitzgerald, 8 points from Cam Dugan, 7 from Anthony Sheffy, and 5 points from Chase White. They scored 18 in the first, 17 in the second, 12 in the third, 24 in the fourth for their total of 71. They had 7 made threes, 3 of those by Ellsworth, 3 by Baker, and 1 by Chase White. And they were 22 for 27 from the foul line, but more importantly, 14 for 18 from the foul line in that fourth quarter alone. On the other side for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, who dropped to 8-5 overall, now 2-4 in Section 1-5A play. They were led tonight by Caden Smith, who had 18. He was followed by Tyrone Burton, who had 15. 9 points from Jude Packrow, and all in the second half. 6 points from Luke Martin prior to him fouling out. 5 points from Nick Crouch, all in the second half. 4 from Sevi Vecchiola, and 4 from Jackson Nairn. 13 in the first, 9 in the second, 15 in the third, 24 in the fourth for their total of 61. They had 2 made threes, 1 by Crouch and 1 by Caden Smith. And the Mustangs were 11 for 16 from the foul line here tonight.
Any bonus stats there, Shay?
Nah, nothing to note, really. I mean, second half, honestly, if you went to both teams' stats, they shot high percentages. We didn't have any player with more than 6 rebounds, and that was Jude Packrow, honestly. We talked about him second half. He was literally seemed like every rebound down the stretch. We never had a lead change either. Uniontown scored the first 2 points of the game, and wire-to-wire finish. Great job by the Red Raiders.
Gary, any thoughts down there on the Laurel Highlands side about the game tonight?
Well, I think the credit needs to be given where it's due, and I think the Red Raiders came out with more intensity to start this game. And you get any team, where you're battling back from a 15-point deficit, that's very hard. You're looking at 8-minute quarters here in high school, and the foul shooting is a situation where if they make the foul shots, it's very hard to come back from that kind of a deficit. And give Uniontown the credit. They came out with that intensity, built that lead into the second quarter at halftime, and held on throughout the second half. So the Mustangs will regroup, no doubt about that. They have some quality players. They have a good character team, and I think they'll learn from this situation and come back out here in the second half of the conference season and maybe pull off some upsets.
So Uniontown, a 71-61 win over Laurel Highlands. We're back with a final word from Laurel Highlands High School in just a moment.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Sova & Son Body and Fender Repair. Family owned and operated for 63 years and providing quality, reliable service. Ted Sova & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They'll blueprint your vehicle for repair and work with your insurance company. With their environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Sova & Son not only cares for our community and children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's their goal to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way. So bring your vehicle over to Sova. Call 724-437-2351. Now Ted Sova proudly introduces his new company, Target Safety Solutions, Atlas Road in Hopwood, providing vehicle alignments, calibrations, minor mechanical repairs, state inspections, including trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Safety, our target, your solution. Check their website at targetsafetysolutionsllc.com. Ted Sova is proud to support local high school sports.
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry specialize in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction Warehouse, our surplus, your savings.
Back here wrapping things up at Laurel Highlands High School, where the Uniontown Red Raiders knocked off the Laurel Highlands Mustangs by a score of 71-61 tonight. With a win, the Red Raiders improved to 6-7 overall, 2-4 in conference play. The loss drops Laurel Highlands to 8-5 overall, 2-4 in the conference. Of course, Uniontown has the head-to-head tiebreaker now over Laurel Highlands, but the two teams will meet again in early February. Shay and Tony, your final thoughts here tonight?
Well, I think you just kind of said it. Uniontown jumps out as far as the tiebreaker goes between the two teams, and they did it on the road. So, that next game will be in Uniontown's gym, and it could, come down to a must-win situation for Laurel Highlands. And, we'll kind of see. I mean, both teams have, obviously season through the second time through the section left. So it's hard to tell what will happen between now and then, but this was a tough one for Laurel Highlands to come down because, honestly, and Tony talked about this early in the game, their defense had been winning them games. And then Coach Smith even talked about it at halftime. I mean, they've held teams at 30 points, and Uniontown's not been a scoring juggernaut up to this point either. And, at halftime, Uniontown already had 35. So
Uniontown by far the more intense team than them.
Absolutely. And you could kind of see it from the beginning of the game. And I don't know. I thought they did a really good job. I thought they had a good game plan. I thought you could see that they were trying to get Laurel Highlands to play a little faster at times. But then they just had guys make big buckets. I mean, Anthony Sheffy, having 6 points, when you come in averaging 2.3 or 2.8 or whatever he was averaging, to have 6, that's a big deal. Like, you don't think about that too much because it doesn't sound like it doesn't jump off the stat sheet. But when you have guys scoring over their averages, that means you're getting buckets and points from guys who you weren't necessarily expecting it. And then, it was all kind of talked about too. That fourth quarter foul shooting performance for Uniontown, And I know Isaac Ellsworth shot a ton of them, but still, like, they were even shooting well up to then. Nolan Baker tonight, great job from the foul line when he hasn't been doing that well from the foul line up to this point. So thought Uniontown did a lot of great things. I know Coach Kesmarski will be happy because we talked before the game. He's undefeated this year when I'm broadcasting his games. So I'm going to work that one in. So I go to 4-0 on the season for Uniontown when I'm broadcasting. So Coach Kesmarski, you're welcome. But no, great job by both teams, and they'll respond. They're the young kids and they're learning. So I expect both teams. I expect great job from Uniontown. I expect Laurel Highlands to get better.
And Tony, as much as we talked about free throw shooting stat-wise, it was Laurel Highlands that had the better free throw shooting season coming in, but Uniontown obviously got it done tonight. We were talking about the tiebreakers and winning on the road, but you go back a few years ago when both schools had fantastic teams. They had those 2 thrilling double overtime games. Both teams won at away sites that year as well in those double overtime games.
Right.
Anything can happen.
You're exactly right, Brian. And I think the other thing too is, you know what, you've got a situation in the conference, in the section, to where you have a lot of teams that are pretty even at the top who are going to knock each other off here and there. So even a couple upsets by both Uniontown and Laurel Highlands could get them in if they can pick up a couple big wins in the second half of section play. And you're right, give Coach Kesmarski a lot of credit. His team came out, busted a lot of shots, and the thing you really needed to see was they had 6 guys in the scoring column at the end of the first quarter. Ellsworth only had 3 points in that first quarter, so they stepped up. They knew he was going to be defended well, and they just did a good job from the start of the game until the end.
And Uniontown will play Franklin Regional next. And Franklin Regional, they're in a dogfight all night long on our Mauser's Tire scoreboard. The Panthers, the 10-point win over Albert Gallatin. Shay, I know you were tracking that game all night. Albert Gallatin actually led for most of the way.
Yeah, absolutely, and they even kind of cut it back to 4 in the fourth quarter. I was kind of getting some score updates. So, it seems like Franklin Regional all of a sudden kind of come back to earth a little bit. So for Uniontown, maybe getting ready to hit them at the right time. And sometimes that just happens. Who knows why it's happening, but I don't know. Teams start playing bad, that can become a little contagious. And, Uniontown coming off a big win tonight where you just talked about a bunch of different guys scoring, hitting buckets. So Uniontown going into the game in the right direction. Franklin Regional maybe coming into it not in the right direction.
And if one of these teams can get to 3 wins during the first half of the conference season on Tuesday, I think that'll be huge as well. Just a little momentum going into the second half of the conference season. Mustangs will be on the road at Penn Trafford. Uniontown at home against Franklin Regional. Both teams with tough games.
Both teams with tough games, but just like Shay said, Franklin Regional lost a game to Latrobe, struggled against AG here tonight. And you know what? You're right. Uniontown may be catching them at the right time, and that's one of those things. And especially because Uniontown's going to go in with a lot of momentum after this big win tonight against Laurel Highlands. And again, Coach Smith just needs to get his team to regroup and go play a very tough Penn Trafford team at Penn Trafford.
And also McKeesport on our Mauser's Tire scoreboard tonight down in Greater Latrobe, 74-69. I have to thank TJ DeStefano for that final score as well.
Yeah, and they're in the section, everybody's going to eat each other up. That's just the way it's going to be.
Coach Kesmarski just told Gary that in his interview after the game. Everybody's going to end up beating each other before it's all said and done. So, listen, you got to try to serve on your own court. And then you got to try to pick these off. Like right now, Uniontown gets a win on the road tonight. If they can go get that one at Franklin Regional, man, have 2 back-to-back wins on the road.
That game's actually at home. That's at Uniontown.
It's at Uniontown. Tuesday, Okay, good. Well, then they need to hold serve. They can't give that one up. They got to find a way to win that game. Because, like you said, you start positioning yourself for postseason here.
Guys, enjoyed it as always. Shay, hopefully you enjoyed your first Uniontown Laurel Highlands game as a broadcaster tonight.
Absolutely, man. These are it was a great game. And the intensity of it too. Uniontown coming in, like I said, you could feel it right from the beginning. So definitely love seeing it from this point.
Tony and Gary, always a pleasure.
A lot of fun. That's all I can say.
Yep. Billy Dice behind the camera on our YouTube live video feed. Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorney Zilla Studios. Thanks to everyone who joined us tonight and saw the Uniontown Red Raiders knock off the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 71-61. If everyone out there has a great weekend, so long everybody. We'll talk with you next week.